Alright, we should be live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game day against the Winnipeg Jets versus the Calgary Flames. It's going to be a good one. Third game of the three-game series. Series is currently tied 1-1. This is the rubber match. It's going to be a good game. Let me just load up all my tabs, make sure I have everything open the way it needs to be so that I can see what's going on. Hope you're all having a good night so far. It's going to be a fun game. Alright. 1 second, guys. I'm just opening up the chat. My apologies if you're already typing. Welcome, though. Glad you guys are here already. Alrighty. Alright, we should be good to go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Yako? What's up, Matthew Joseph? What's up, Trains? Who's in net? That's a good question. I don't even think I saw the lineups prior to this game, so I will go check real quick on the Jets' Twitter. Hopefully, they have released the lineups. Hope you're all having a good night so far. They didn't release the lineups from what I can see today. All I know is the starting lineup, and the starting lineup is Kopp, Lowry, Appleton, with Morrissey and Pullman playing together, which most likely means they're a pairing, and Hellebuck starting in net. So, gonna be an interesting game. Looking forward to this one, man. Really am looking forward to this one. It's gonna be a good one. Buffalo finally got a point. I know. Can you believe it? They still lost, but they got a point. So you know, it's a Super Bowl win for the Buffalo Sabres tonight. You know, that's what you gotta be celebrating. That. How could you not? I can't believe they got a point. Honestly. What's up, Blake? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good Monday night. Gonna be a good game against the Jets. Hope you're having a good day out in Winnipeg. But yeah, this is gonna be a good game. Exactly. They still blew it, but they got a point. So you know what? Round of applause for Buffalo fans of the Sabres. You guys aren't a complete joke tonight, because at least you got a point. 3-0 lead. Yeah, I know. Oh man. God, why are they so bad? The Sabres aren't even like they're a good hockey city, a good sports city. They deserve a competent team. Oh, I feel bad for them. Bellew is a very good player. Exactly. I'm doing good, Blake. Thanks for asking, man. The man, welcome. I knew you were gonna be in here tonight. It's gonna be a good game tonight. Go Jets, go. Well, maybe hopefully it's gonna be an entertaining game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I have a feeling this is gonna be a good matchup for hockey tonight. Oh, and where's the poster, guys? Can you guys not see the poster? It's right above me. My printer ran out of ink, and I haven't been able to get color ink because I'm one, a student, and two, it's very expensive. So I compromised and I put Nathan Beaulieu. He's right there, so he'll be there, so you can see him. I wasn't lying. Nathan Beaulieu will be joining me tonight in the booth, but he's there. Next time I'll put Pullman in the other corner or whatever, Postma, but he's there. Why haven't they moved Stanley up? He's been very good. Honestly, it's just Paul Maurice liking the way things are. He thinks that the team is good at the way they are, and he doesn't want to make any drastic changes unless the team's losing. So since the team has been pretty competitive, he wants to keep everything the way it is, most likely. That's just what Paul Maurice has done in the past a lot, so it makes a lot of sense if that's what he goes to do with with this moving forward with the lineup. But I wouldn't be opposed to seeing him jump up the lineup as well, Noah. I think it's good. He's been very good. And I actually picked him up in fantasy for tonight and dressed him just because I want to see what happens. All right, I don't want to listen to this country singer sing the anthem, even though I love my Canadian anthem. But yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see how his development goes, Noah, but I think it'll be good to keep him in his current role right now. On paper, the Buffalo's a decent team. I thought Buffalo was going to be really good this year. I thought they'd be a wild card team, honestly. Kulikov for a depth pickup. Oh my god. I saw that there were a bunch of teams inquiring the Devils about him, and I swear to god, if the Jets and Chevy make a deal for Dmitry Kulikov, oh man. That would be like the ultimate troll for this fan base. Like that, oh, it'd be so bad. 10, 11, that's what I like to hear, the man. That's what I want. Except the Jets are going to win an OT, but I like the way that sounds. Oh, man, that'd be a great game, just back and forth. Buffalo had a decent beer league team. Exactly. Good, very good point there, Zach. But yeah, honestly, Buffalo isn't a bad team when you look at their on paper. They should be so much better than what they are. What's up, Colonel Man? Welcome to this stream, dude. Yeah, I know the Leafs blew it, man. It's rough. It's gonna be. It's just the way she goes, man. But you know what? You can hold out and know that at least Buffalo lost too. They may have got a point, but at least Buffalo lost too, right? But you know what, though? Edmonton's kind of been on a hot streak lately, Kernan, so it's just kind of showing what the Jets and the Leafs are going to have to face against going into the playoffs, most likely. I think Edmonton's going to be a little bit more of a dark horse than we thought going forward. Heinola for McDavid? You know what? Sure, why not? Could Jamie Oleksiak be a good fit? Actually, Scar, I was going to be making a video talking about Oleksiak and another player I thought might be a really good fit, Josh Manson of the Anaheim Ducks. Both guys would cost very cheap to be very cost-effective to acquire, and I think they play a really good physical-type defensive role better than what we already have, and it could be really beneficial to help bolster that team. They'd be much better upgrades over Tucker Pullman, in my opinion, so here we go. I think it'd be good. But here we go, puck drop is dropped center ice. Winnipeg wins the face-off. Pullman corrals it off the draw. Morrissey throws it down the ice, and no ice to start the game, even though it looks like it. We'll take anything we can get on defense. Exactly, Matthew. At this point, I just want the Jets to make a good, competent move, other than Dmitry Kulikov. But I think that would be good. I'm rooting for Buffalo to make an I would love that. I would love the unbeatable losing record. But the Jets already hold the worst losing streak of all time in the NHL, so it's going to take a lot for Buffalo to get there. But hey, they lost again tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh my god, are you serious? Johnny Gaudreau gets hooked going to the net with 19 minutes, 27 seconds into the first period. 30 seconds into the game. And... oh my god, Kopp with a really weak... oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be absolutely shitting me. That is one of the... like, that's the borderlinest hook I've seen to start a game in my life. Holy shit. Are they just trying to get the makeup calls going early for something? Like, do they want to give the Jets the handicap later? I don't understand that. That makes absolutely no sense. That was such a weak call on, like, the first 30 seconds of the game. Come on. Hell, Gaudreau still had possession of the puck? Weird. My fantasy swing took 20 points because of that Buffalo game. Which defenseman comes out of the... most likely, the defenseman that would come out in any trade is going to be Tucker Pullman, I think. And that makes the most sense in my opinion. But if you're looking at the way this team has been coached in the past, Noah, and just the way the organization has been with what type of players they like in their roster, it wouldn't surprise me if Logan Stanley came out of the lineup and the guy we acquired replaced Logan Stanley. Because I just still have this gut feeling that the man hovering above me right now is going to be somehow jumping back into this roster soon, and when he gets back from injury, and I just think that is not a good move for this team. I think keeping in Logan Stanley is going to be really beneficial. I think we should pull Pullman. I haven't been very impressed with him this season, but based off of what Maurice has done in the past, I think it makes more sense looking at it realistically, you know. Where's just a person? Don't worry, I have a feeling the Bellews will come later, train. They're all going to be here. Oh, off the post, Jesus. Jets win this game, 420-69. Frozone, I like the way you think, man. That was a hard pass by Gaudreau there, unnecessarily hard and late. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jakob. Comment of the night already, without a doubt. Ridiculous call there, in my opinion. I don't know how you can call that. Like 30 seconds into a game, really weak. Let's get Hell yeah goal tonight. Hell yeah. Let's actually like show. You know what? We played a pretty good game last game, in my opinion. I just want to see better goaltending, and now that Helly's in net, you know, he's getting tested early. He's got always a better workload when he faces a lot of shots early, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm confident about this game. Either way, it's going to be a good game. Both teams are going to come out hungry. They want to win this series. Oh my god. Josh Morrissey, what are you doing? I didn't want to sound negative, but I knew that was going to be a goal the moment they broke into the zone. That was unbelievable. Oh my god. Giordano holds it on the blue line, dumps it in all the way behind the net, and it comes out of the zone. Oh my god. I don't know what Morrissey was doing on the second attempt. Like, obviously he was going to go back door and feed it to the guy. I don't know why he wasn't more involved in the play with an active stick. He didn't react until later. I know there were 3 different passing options, but you would expect the guy to be a little bit more, you know, ready to go and pounce on the guy and try to stop the play. That was bullshit. Off a bullshit call. Tell me about it, Trevor. Tell me about it. That just doesn't make any sense to me, that play. And the penalty, too, to get that. Like, such a dumb call to make at 30 seconds into a game. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was a big hit, Daryl. You're probably, if anything, Daryl, you might be, since I'm streaming it on my computer and streaming a YouTube, a live stream as well, I'm probably, if anything, 5 to 10 seconds behind Max. So I shouldn't be that far behind. I think I maybe was like a little bit behind there, but that was a really big hit there by Pierre-Luc Dubois on Tanev. They're showing it right now. Dubois lines him up. Oh, it's a clean hit. Oh, come on, he falls! They're trying to blame that on Tanev? What? Hold on. Okay, but that is not Dubois' fault. It is not a dirty play. Tanev is already falling off balance by the time Dubois commits to the hit. You can see it very clearly. It's not an option you want. He's skating on his own, but the commentators on the Sportsnet feed are like, that's a dirty, unnecessary hit there by Dubois. Really unnecessary. He's going in to finish a check on a guy that's coming off balance. Try not to... I appreciate that, Daryl. I wish it could be a home game, too. Not only because it is more fun when they're wearing the blues, but honestly, guys, I hate these late games. And not only because of me. For 7 o'clock, it's not that bad. But I will say this. For you guys, I don't know how you could stay up till midnight to watch the Jets. So if you guys stay in here the whole time with me, you're absolute legends. Oh, I know, right? Just a person. I was waiting for you to get here. There he is. Oh, there he is. It's not a poster. It's an image, but it counts for now because I haven't been able to print one yet. My ink printer's out of ink. Oh, how do we get a power play after that? Unnecessary roughing by Hanifin? Watch the TSN feed? I can't get the TSN feed right now. I can only get the Sportsnet one. Unfortunately, I wish I could be watching the TSN feed, but it's just a feed. If anything, I might just turn off the commentating if it gets really bad and biased again like that. I'm not watching on bias. I'm watching on Stream East. I can't watch on bias and stream at the same time because the feed with the browser is so small, and I have to have multiple tabs open in Windows to be able to talk to you guys. Sub counts, live stream views, likes. Oh, my bad. Let me get this also going for you guys as well, but I have to do a lot of things to have it ready. My screen is covered in Windows, so unfortunately I can't. They gave you a Dubois penalty. If they did, I was going to rage too there, just Frozone, man. I can't believe that. I'm glad they're on the power play, though. But I just want to get this first unit off already. Morrissey, you could have pinched for that. Did you hear about the crazy storm we're getting? I didn't actually. My family hasn't talked to me about that yet. Usually they send me a text when like, oh, we're gonna get a big storm. I don't know why they always do, but they do. Oh my god, this is a fucking pathetic power play unit, man. Every time the first power play unit tries to enter the zone, they fail. Almost every time. Man, that's just ridiculous. And then the second unit comes on, and they immediately have better puck control than the first unit. Like, immediately. Oh, Dubois almost had an empty net. He was just a little too committed to that play. I already like the second power play unit much better. They've already have way better looks, and it has nothing to do with better shot looks. Oh, that was off the bar. Tipped in front by Perreault off a shot from Pion from the point. Oh, there's going to be a big fight this game, the man? I hope so, and I hope Logan Stanley's at the center of it. That'd be amazing. Just part of being a Manitoban? Exactly, man. Exactly. Oh, that was almost a goal, too. Power play's done, but the Jets still contain puck possession. Oh, man, that was a weak little sauce there. It was a bad first unit, but a good look by the second unit in minimal time. Yeah, Trains, they already did on a bullshit collapse on the penalty kill. Morrissey got caught looking at 3-on-1, and he didn't make the right play with the stick. Just a really bad break off of a really dumb, unnecessary call that was made within the first 30 seconds of the game. I'm all for calling real penalties, but that's just weak. I would never call that if I'm an NHL ref. 30 seconds into a game, and like he wasn't even a dangerous look. I don't get it, man. I don't get that call. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you haven't dropped a like already, definitely consider doing so. We're at 7 likes right now. If we can get to 15 likes before the end of the first period, that would be absolutely insane. Oh, dangerous shot there from Adam Lowry in front of the net. We need to win. Yeah, exactly. We do, Just a Person. We do. Man. Alright, here we go. Hey, thank you guys for 10 likes. Appreciate that. NHL refs, a different level of stupidity. Tell me about it, man. Oh, I know he's not in a position to succeed, Daryl, and don't worry, I'm hard on him, but I'm not one of those guys that's one of these analytical wizards that thinks that because Morrissey's been playing really bad and on the decline because of the way he's been playing the last 2 years that we should trade him and he's just shit. I don't understand how you can be a fan of the Jets, look at Josh Morrissey, look at the defense for the last 2 years, and say that that's not that's not the outcome of an overworked defenseman. I don't know. Can you not have a brain to think that? Like. And you can Dylan DeMello is the really good defensive player, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. But it doesn't make. Oh God, Paul Postma, ladies and gentlemen, the Winnipeg Jet legend himself. NHL refs are paid to make high school. They are. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Sometimes it's just really weird by the way they call things, and the makeup calls, and I don't know. The league is so. Ooh, nice play by Stastny there on front. The first line, in my opinion, is playing pretty well so far. Drew Stanford. Dude, Drew Stafford is a GOAT because if we didn't get Drew Stafford, use him, who's pretty decent for us at times, and then trade him at that deadline of Boston and get that 5th-round pick, we would have never acquired Declan Chisholm. That's pretty dope. Drew Stafford turned into Declan Chisholm. A pretty loaded-up offensive defenseman that we have on the Moose right now. Who's playing pretty well, let me remind you, as an AHL rookie. A lot of potential with him. A lot of potential. Lucic just hit Wheeler twice, in 2 minutes. Big hits. I don't know what he's trying to start. Oh! Stastny was gassed and Scheifele passed it to him on the way to the bench. He had no idea what to do with that puck other than flip it into his own nets. Do a Jets trade tree? I've thought about doing that. The only problem is Steve Dangle did an incredible Evander Kane trade tree video about that trade with Buffalo and the outcomes and everything. He did an amazing job. And I wouldn't be able to do even half as good of a job as that. And other than that, there are really no interesting trade trees the Jets have right now. That's their best one, without a doubt. And even the Line A one, there's no real trade tree on, because think about it. The only other asset you have is a 3rd-round pick that you haven't even, used. So I don't know which one I would be able to do. I thought about making one, but I don't know. I was thinking about doing, who won the trade type situation, because there are more where the Jets are, and make a one-on-one type player deal or whatever like that. I think it might be more interesting to review those, but even then there are, a really few amount of trades the Jets have done. Refs are definitely encouraging to try to keep the game close. Better ratings. I wouldn't be surprised with that either. It's weird, though, because you could either have the NHL pushing the refs to increase the amount of penalty power plays so that there's more scoring, better views, or you want teams to keep it close, and that's why they're making makeup calls and all this other stuff so that the games stay close and try to get to OT or whatever. The NHL is just weird. There could be 100 different reasons and ways why they do the way they do and the games are called the way they are. My face looks nice. Hell yeah, it does, Nathan. This is what happens. Guys, right here, I'm going to say it right now. We are currently at 761 subs. If we can get to 800 subscribers by the end of the night, I will put not only Nathan Beaulieu on my wall, I will also put the legend himself, Mark Stewart, on my wall as well. Right next to him. On the other side, right over here. I will put Mark Stewart right over here. You can't see where I'm pointing, but right next to the Wheeler jersey, I'll put Mark Stewart. Game management is a thing. Enough with the false outrage. Yeah, well, game management is a thing. It's not something that should be as called as often. Make accounts. Don't make fake accounts. We'll see what happens. We will get real subscribers eventually, Nathan. Maybe I'll put them on eventually just to be nice with you guys, huh? Would you be trading Sandberg, Chisholm, or Vislanen for a defenseman? That's a hard question, Scar. It's a really hard question. I've been asked that a lot recently from a lot of different fans with a lot of different trade potentials. And honestly, I don't want to part with Vesalainen because I really do see a future with him in the Jets. I really like the way he plays, and I think he could develop into a really good top 6 power forward for us. And if not a top 6 guy, a really dynamic bottom 6, maybe third line power forward. I really think he's got potential still at the NHL level. I am very high on Declan Chisholm, higher than most Jets fans are, but I wouldn't want to trade him. And because I think he's very good still, I think there's a lot of potential with him. And Dylan Samberg, I think, is expendable, even though he's very good, because I like Ville Heinola, and I think that Chisholm might be better than Samberg. I watched him in the OHL, and I like his game a lot. And I like him with the Moose this year, and I haven't been that impressed with Samberg. So I don't know. If I really had to pick and I was like making a move for a top defender, I'd be okay with Samberg. I wouldn't want to move Chisholm or Vesalainen. Vesalainen I would be okay with. I'd be angry, but I'd be okay with. But I wouldn't want to move Chisholm. There's just too much potential there yet. Trade me to Buffalo and I'll make an impact. Oh, I thought we were going to have a fight. I thought there was a fight off the draw there. Is Eichel worth 4 first-round picks? 4 first-round picks for Jack Eichel? That's a lot, man. Yeah, that's true. I don't see. Also, Daryl, I agree with it being a lock, and then you also have to add in the wild card now of Perfetti. Perfetti's going to be able to play center and the wing, both sides. So, I have a Howard Chuck jersey. I actually want to make this Heritage Classic jersey a Howard Chuck. I've been debating putting Scheifele on it for a while, but I think I'm going to go with Howard Chuck for like a tribute type jersey to the guy, because he's a GOAT, one of the greatest of all time, one of the best Jets of all time. My favorite Jet of all time is still Timu. But Howard Chuck is definitely like my second. I've met Howard Chuck and he's an amazing guy. Rest in peace. Like, that was really sad when I heard that news about him, because I saw like a month before he was getting better. It's really tragic. Rest in peace, Howard. Rest in peace, Ducky. Did you see Buffalo? Yes, I did, Daryl. I saw that. At least they got a point though, right? If you're a Buffalo fan, you got it ain't an L, but it's an L with a point. It's an L with a little bit of seasoning on top, I like to say. Oh, that was a dirty little play in front to Appleton. I like that. That was a nice play there. You're thinking of getting a Steve Mason jersey? Honestly, Scar, do it. Even though he sucked, just do it for the memes. That's such a good meme jersey. Like, that's a little good part of Jets heritage right there. I like that. Put Nathan on that jersey. Look, maybe I'll put Nathan Beaulieu on this jersey. Maybe I'll buy the Nathan Beaulieu jersey when we get to 10K, right? Well, we've gone through the first 10 minutes of this game so far, and I've really liked what we've seen from this game from the Jets. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought there. But honestly, they're losing 1-0, but it was because of that dumb power play. Shots are almost matched. The Jets have had really good looks, so have the Flames. Oh, come on! Oh, man, Pionk, what are you doing? Damn, that's just a bad luck play, man. That's just a bad play. Is that even a penalty? That looks so weak. Nathan is very good. The GOAT. That's why I have him up here. Or up here. I don't know which side he's on when I point. Howard Chuck would not be impressed with Buffalo. That's one way to put it. I don't think there's any alumni. Okay, I gotta see this. Oh, it's a tripping call, but it's like the worst type of tripping call. Excuse me. Ugh, getting a little bit of a hiccup, sir. So what? That's 2 power plays for them in the first 10 minutes of the first period. Damn. I don't know, just a person, because that first one wasn't a penalty, in my opinion. It was a really weak call to make within the 30 seconds. And then this one is without a doubt a penalty. But it's a bad one. Like, it's undeniably a penalty, but it's one that you're like, oh, you don't want to admit that it's a penalty, right? Okay, I gotta watch this penalty kill, though, because I want to see if the Jets can get one. I think they might. Boys, I'm sensing a shorty. Alright, Giordano carries the puck out from his own end, across the blue line, drops it back to Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau carries across the center line. Matthew Tkachuk has it on the wing, off the stick of Nate Thompson and out. Giordano corrals it at his own blue line. Feeds it up to Sean Monahan. Monahan crosses the center line, feeds it into Gaudreau on the wing. Monahan comes in down the far right side of the boards. Plays it around the net to Tkachuk. Tkachuk overskates it, misplays it. Hannafin corrals it on the blue line. Plays it down to Monahan. Hannafin over to Anderson. And it's out of play. Nathan Beaulieu should be on the trade bait list. No, we need to keep him for depth. I would like that too, this person. Too valuable. Too valuable. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream so much so far, practicing your play-by-play, just a little bit, Daryl. Just a little bit. If I do some play-by-play calls like that on certain fun areas, it helps keep me more like into the game. Because for me to be able to talk, read comments, and try to focus on a game, oh god, that was dangerous. Good play there in front by Hellebuck and Pullman to take that lane. Heinola should play. You know how I already feel about that. Yakko, I ain't going to go into it. Heinola should be in this roster. At least for a couple games, he should have at least by now. What are you going to do, though? Yeah, that was a good play there. Just enough body in front with Pullman and Helly enough. But Helly was really far out of his crease on that play. Really far out of the crease when he actually corralled the puck. Yeah, but anyway, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, like I was saying, if you're enjoying the stream, enjoying yourself so far, definitely consider dropping a like. We got 17 beautiful people in here watching. If you're a fan of the Jets, a fan of hockey, regardless of the team you root for, definitely consider subscribing. If we can get to 800 subscribers by the end of this game, I will put Winnipeg Jets legend Mark Stewart on my wall next to Nathan Beaulieu, which is already there. So who doesn't want to see that, right? But anyways, back to the game. 33 seconds left. Nate Thompson steals the puck, dumps it in. Trevor Lewis is going after it. Actually comes in and almost steals the puck there. Should I just go all in on the top player on the market and give up top prospects? Well, it depends, Noah, because if you consider Matthias Ekholm a top talent, which I don't, I think he's a very serviceable top 4 defenseman. Oh, we're going to get a little fight. Oh, come on. Anderson's just a little pussy. He didn't want to fight Nate Thompson there, man. Thompson wanted to fight. 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 1 second. Power play is done. Jets kill it. 8 shots, 3 shots on that power play. 8 shots in the game for the Calgary Flames. All right, 8 minutes left in the first period. Oh, that was a dangerous play in front by Nordstrom. Perfect pass. Oh, that was a dangerous little play by Ehlers. He just couldn't get there in time. How long has why has Logan Stanley only played a minute so far in the first period? Why? Is Logan Stanley injured and I didn't see something? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. I miss Brendan Tanev too. I don't like the contract he's on, but I do miss him. I also miss Joel Armia. The Jets have had some really nice beauties down there on that bottom 6 for the last few seasons. They really have. They've lost some too. Joel Armia was a great player for us. If you ever watch highlights from that year where they went to the Western Conference Final, Armia was so good at doing the little things in the offensive zone. Like, he was able to keep the puck in so much. Like, he was so good at that. Same with Tanev. I really miss Tanev, man. The worst game of his life, bro. Scar. That's what you're referring to. Good year to take a swing and go for it. Take the best right pairing defenseman on the market. Yeah, but Daryl, let me ask you this: if what I've seen so far, the best defenseman on the market is Matthias Ekholm, and they want Ville Heinola. Everyone's talking about that now. Ville Heinola has become the name that they want, and if that's what the Jets are willing to give up for Ekholm, I think that's wrong. I don't think they should give up. Sandberg would be max for me. If Sandberg in a first is like very fair value for Matthias Ekholm, even on a 1-year deal. I don't get where they're coming from with these demands. I know they're good, and that's why they're doing it, but I just don't want them to do something they're going to regret, because it may be a year to go all in, but that doesn't mean give your best NHL-ready defenseman who would make this team immensely better the moment you put him in. So I'm nervous about that. I am. I don't want this team to... but I'm just talking in general, because like people want Ekholm. People want these top guys, but they're really overpriced this year. Like, really overpriced. And Savard hasn't been very good in Columbus. I would much rather take Goligoski over Savard, because I think Savard is going to be still demand a first. Heinola is a franchise top guy, in my opinion. I think he's going to be one of the best defensemen, two-way defensemen in the league eventually. I think he's going to grow into that. He's got such a good 200-foot game. Like, man, he's just so good. He plays every area of the ice. I'm taking Goligoski or Hamilton. Goligoski would be dope, and Hamilton in the offseason would be amazing. If Chevy somehow could sign Dougie Hamilton, that would complete this team. Exactly, just a person. It blows my mind how many Jets fans are now somewhat on board with taking Perfetti, man. Dude, talk about Brian Little, man. I should, if I just put them away, but I have an amazing Brian Little PC card collection for hockey cards. I got some one-on-one autographs. I got a bunch of cool stuff of his. He's one of my favorites. I miss him too. Brian Little was a GOAT for us, man. He is the GOAT Atlanta Thrasher Winnipeg Jet. Hey, don't apologize, Jacob. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good night. 1-0 so far for the Calgary Flames. 9 shots for the Flames. 8 for the Winnipeg Jets. 2 power plays so far for the Flames. Other than that, though, pretty close game in my opinion so far. We all know the Jets free agency. Like, that is very true, my man. But you know what? Maybe things will change eventually with the team when they're on the upright, you know? I don't understand that. Like, how we need his contract with the books. Yeah, neither did I, Daryl. I don't think any Jets fan on the planet wanted it this way. I didn't even like the contract, but I never wanted it to be this way for him. And I honestly hope he comes back and plays a little bit, you know? Like, I would really like that. I'm not going to lie. I would love if he got selected by Seattle and came back and played for Seattle. I know that would be sucked because I want him to retire a Jet, but I love Brian Little. I think he's a great player, and I think he's still got some games left in him. Even though he's had a lot of injuries, he's still a really good player. You know, it just sucks that he's had to deal with this horrible head injury with the ear and everything. Oh my god, that was almost a goal there. Monahan just got robbed by Connor Hellebuck. Holy crap. I don't know about the Dubois yet line either. I'm not a big fan of Kyle Connor with Dubois and Ehlers. Ooh, DeMello with a nice little shot there. Puck's loose. Jets corral the puck. Vezina save indeed, Matthew. We're just talking about Brian Little a little bit there, Jacob. Talking about a bunch of things. Back to the game, though. 5 minutes left in the first period. Hellebuck corrals it behind his own net. Dylan DeMello picks it up, throws it over to Logan Stanley. Logan Stanley throws it up. Just tipped by Adam Lowry at the center line. Andrew Kopp skates into the own zone. Feeds it over to Mason Appleton. Mason Appleton winds up, takes a shot, and it's out of play. I think all my feeds are going to be behind, honestly. It's just the way it goes when I'm streaming, you know. It takes a lot of bandwidth to be able to stream a game to my computer, because I'm not watching it on cable, and then output that game on YouTube as well. It's double the amount of streaming in internet. My internet ain't that good. But, yeah. Think of it as just a place where you get to come and talk hockey with me then, Gerald. Not as much as watching, and then you can come back and watch my reactions. You don't have to worry about being too behind, you know? Yes, Jacob, I was going to say that. Guys, we will be joined again by Zachary Nolan of the Nolan Hockey Podcast in between the second and third intermission, and probably on the post-game too, depending if he's up for it, because it's going to be a very late game. Oh, no, I know you're not criticizing, Dale. No worries, man. No worries there, man. I know. But, yeah, so Zach will be on. We'll be talking hockey during that second, third period intermission, and it's going to be good. Zach's great, so make sure to subscribe to him if you haven't already. Nolan Hockey Podcast is a channel that you have to subscribe to, because when I can't upload a game recap, you will bet your ass that Zach will be uploading the game recap, even if it's at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, you have always that to look forward to. See, I think what we should do is we should put Dubois... Big brain there, Daryl. I like that. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Well, I know we should be playing Dubois center, but maybe we should... honestly, Cardiac Kemba, I'm not against any of that stuff. Shuffling that top line, I think, kind of keeps the Jets more dynamic, you know? They've got so many weapons in that top six, and I think building chemistry as a whole within the top six is beneficial for the team, so I think it's important to move guys around when they struggle. And I'm not opposed to anything with that top six, because I really like the way they played at times together, all of them together, so moving them around, plugging in pieces here and there, that'd be cool. Dubois with Stastny Ehlers, I like the way that sounds. But then Stastny has really helped stabilize Wheeler and Scheifele. So what happens when you're going to reunite Connor and Scheifele and Wheeler? Because that line has not been very good for us. Wheels and Scheifele can get points, but defensively, they're like one of the most negative lines in the NHL. So, I don't know. Would that be something you want for the playoffs? It depends, right? I don't know. There's a lot of options there. I still think Mason Appleton with Dubois and Ehlers would be a really good fit. And then put Kyle Connor on the third line and roll it as a really dynamic offensive scoring third line. Because Kyle Connor is not a play driver. Adam Lowry is, and Andrew Kopp is to an extent. So, I think those two guys could be really good with a finisher like Kyle Connor. Exactly, Jacob. I agree with that, my man. I think that if there's going to be a deal, I think it might be Travis Hamonic or someone like that. Dubois needs help at center. I agree. He still hasn't completely settled in with the coaching and his line mates in the top six. He needs more help. We're kind of rushing him. Charlie Huddy for Savard. I like the way you think. I don't need to keep closing that. All right. Hey, look at that. Chris Tanem's back on the ice. My boy. Good to see he's okay. That was not a good-looking play. I just didn't like the commentators getting all mad at Pierre-Luc Dubois because it wasn't a dirty hit. He was off balance before he was already committed. Like, when he was already committed by the time he went off balance. Not looking good for Laine. Honestly, man, Cardiac, I think that Laine is going to get traded at the deadline. I think that it's not going to work with as long as you have... I think that's going to count. Nate Thompson scores. Trevor, your messages just come through when he scored for me. I think that's going to count. Laine regret leaving the peg. I don't think he regrets leaving the peg. I just think he's pretty pissed off that it was a redirect. He didn't kick it. He stuck out his skate and it went redirected in. There was no kicking motion. Wait, hold on. Let me see this again. That angle looked different from the initial one, guys. No, I can't tell. Okay, if he didn't lift his... That's a tough call, guys. It's a goal on the ice, so they're going to have to be confident that it's not. They're reviewing a goal. They're reviewing a goal. A skating motion from Nate Thompson. I think it's going to count. Torts can't handle skilled players. Very true. He only can... Well, actually, no. Martin St. Louis. Martin St. Louis is one of the greatest undrafted players of all time. So much skill. He won a cup with Tortorella. See, when that angle from the top, his leg's already out, and his leg moved like that kicking motion. I think this is a goal. I really think it's a goal. Because from my point of view, he doesn't make a kicking motion until the puck's already left his foot. Like, it just deflected. I don't know. It's a really weird call. I'm going to say it's a goal. I really don't know. It's so weird. There's no real definitive angle that shows him, like, winding up for a kicking motion. It's just him sticking out his leg like he's going in to change his skating pattern, like trying to cut to the front of the net. I think it's going to be a goal. They're really taking a while with it. I think they're trying to find really hard evidence that it's not a good angle. I think it's a goal. Oh, that angle there shows it. That's a kicking motion. I think it's going to be a goal. Because it was called a goal on the ice. I think it's going to be a goal. Dude, just a person, those rumors have been circulating on Twitter and everywhere for a while, last couple of weeks now, so you never know. You never know. Wow. Holy crap. I was right. Yeah. I had a feeling. Because it didn't look like a kicking motion. It just looked like he was extending his leg. That's awesome. Look at that fourth line putting in work. The fourth line being good again. Hell yeah. I'm surprised, but I had a feeling it was going to be a goal. I think he could return, but I don't think I don't think management would let that happen. I don't know. The Line A stuff is so... I don't even want to talk about the Line A stuff, guys, because it's like... It's just so, like, whoa. Like, it would blow your mind if that ever happened, right? But I don't know. There's just too many variables with the Line A stuff. He might come back. I think he leaves. I think he could get traded. There's just so many things. Yeah, exactly. That too, Daryl. He can't... Like, there's, like... It was a lot of time. Ooh, little... I just can't believe that was a goal. Like, I'm not complaining, but I was just surprised. Like, it was... They reviewed that for a long time. I thought they were going to really call that back. You know what, though? I'm not going to complain. 1-1 so far. 2-minute warning we're just getting into. Dude, the third and fourth line, this Calgary series, has been our best lines. Without a doubt. It's been really fun to watch. Really fun to watch. It's also nice to see Trevor Lewis getting on the board. Apparently he got an assist, and also Dylan DeMello. Two guys that don't get points a lot, so nice to see them getting a little bit of points lately. Ooh, that was a dumb little kick in motion right there. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, 21 beautiful people in here. If we can get to 20 likes, that's just 5 more likes. If you guys haven't already, drop a like. Definitely please consider to do so. I'd really appreciate that. You don't have to, but it does help the stream out a little bit and shows me that you guys are enjoying it. So if you guys consider dropping a like, that'd be really appreciated. No. There's no way Appleton's going to be taken, and I don't think they take Kopp. I think, if anything, if the Jets don't make a trade this year at the deadline or whatever, they're definitely making one with Seattle. They're not going to let Kopp and Appleton walk for nothing. But it all depends. There's going to be a lot of variables with that stuff. Do you like Wheeler on the bumper position on the power play? Absolutely not. Oh, yeah, baby! Woo! Oh, what a goal. That was beautiful. Finally a 2-on-1 goal. That's a beautiful 2-on-1. That's all I ever ask. That was beautiful. I think actually his balance has been very good. There have been times where he's been able to corral the puck through like 3 guys along the boards, and he's been really good with it. So I don't know. I like his hands and his balance. That's just my opinion, though. His agility at times doesn't look the best, but I think that's conditioning due to the whole injury and stuff like that. But that was a beauty goal there by the Kyle Connor and Mark Scheifele. That was a beautiful goal. What's up, Philip? Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good night out there in old Alberta. Playing your local city's team there tonight. Oh, we're going to kick their ass, though, by the seams of it. Connor and Ehlers, baby. That's what I want to see. All right, minute 25 left in the first period. Jets are up 2-1 off of that 2-on-1 goal from Mark Scheifele, assisted by Kyle Connor. And I guess Nikolai Ehlers is what they're saying, but it doesn't pop up so far on my NHL. Let me refresh it for you guys, see if they have the accurate score. All right. That Nesterov. Man, the Flames spend a lot of time being still with the puck. Yes, it did. It did. We could have gotten Nick Suzuki technically that year, but we ended up with Christian Vesalainen. But yeah, Brady hasn't been here yet. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Whoa, I just read the message. Cool, dude. Cool. On your second account. That's dope. 23 seconds left. Don't give up a goal. Don't give it up. Hold it. Hold it. Well, don't hold it, but, like, get it out of there. High stick. High stick knocked down by a Flames. It's going to come out of the zone. 15.8 seconds left. Yeah, Mangiapane made a good... What's up, Kingsley Kennedy? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you're having a good day. Winnipeg Jets currently winning 2-1 against the Calgary Flames. 15.8 seconds left to go in the first period. Been an entertaining first so far. Bunch of hot hits. It's Kingslayer. Hey, well, welcome, Kingslayer. guys are all on your second accounts. Yeah, the Flames are really physical tonight. What's up, Lisa? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. We should try to convert Stanley into a 6-7 goalie. Nah, I want the next Big Buff. Big Buff 2.0. All right, 5 seconds left. That's going to end off. Yeah, Gaudreau's just going to kill time. Man, Flames down 2-1. It's Kingslayer. Do you remember? Kingslayer. I know that name. I just can't place it right now, my man. But welcome. Where are you? You're not from Canadian Zombie, are you? I don't think you are, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is Zach gonna come on again? Yes, he is. Zach will be on between the second and third period. But Zach from the Nolan Hockey Podcast will be on. No one gonna replace Big Buff. That's true, but I like to think Logan Stanley might come in and play that physical, type of role that Buff used to play in that lineup at least. No? Okay, my bad then. There's someone I used to know named Kingslayer on my old YouTube channel where I did Call of Duty Zombies. So, or someone very similar with that name. Are you going to stream on Wednesday? I'm not sure yet. Probably not, but no promises. I really don't know when I'll be able to stream, guys. You know that. I'll try my best to find an opening when I can. Do you think the Jets could have made the deep playoff runs and they only had a better goaltending back? And I do. I don't think deep playoff runs, but I think they could have been better wild card contenders and make maybe a second round appearance if they had consistent goaltending. I do think that Cardiac. Yeah, Wednesdays are kind of hard for me, Jacob, but I'll try my best there, dude. Hey, what's up, Brady? We were just talking about you. Welcome to the stream, dude. Popping to say hi, but I gotta go. Before you go, you might want to look up, see Nathan Beaulieu's up there, but thanks for popping in, Brady. It means a lot. Thanks for coming by. Did you watch Legoloc's video about Line A's slump? I haven't yet, but no, I haven't yet. But me and Gio haven't. We're talking about that as much. Line A has been bad, but Gio makes good videos on that, so I'll have to give it a look. I was gonna watch it on my break, but I forgot. Stanley is more of a Tyler Myers than a Big Buff. Maybe, but I think that he could maybe become a little bit more like Buff. But you never know, Daryl. But I think you're right. Right now, he's more of a Tyler Myers type guy. But I like the physical side of the things he brings. What is the one piece that you would that we need to be a true contender? We need a legit top pairing defenseman to go with Morrissey. Josh Morrissey needs help. If Morrissey gets help, he becomes more stable. The top four is just better overall, and then he doesn't have to carry as much. But that's just my opinion. So I think that what this team desperately needs is a top pairing defenseman. Bellew's going to be there when Zach will be there. Yeah, okay, that sounds good there, Trains. What's up, Sadhu? Welcome to the stream, dude. But Thompson is a beauty, man. That was an absolute beauty goal. Welcome to the stream, my man. Hope you're having a good one. But yeah, that was a beauty goal there by Thompson. It's the right opinion. Could Heinola be that top guy? No, I think Heinola will be that top guy in the future, but the way the organization currently is structured, I don't think they see Heinola as that top guy right now. So I would like to think that he will be more of a... I don't know. I think he will be that top guy, but it's hard to think with the way Paul Maurice is, because in my opinion, Heinola already is a really good top four defenseman, even as a rookie. So I don't know what's going to happen with the way that would go, but I do think that Heinola will develop into that consistent number one guy for us. I think Heinola is more of a 1-2, honestly. With the way he plays, he's so good in transition. He's got a lot of offensive upside. He's not a power play catalyst, but he's really good on 5-on-5. He's able to generate good passes. He can carry the puck through the neutral zone. I really think he complements a top guy well on that first pairing. But that's just my opinion, right? We'll have to see what happens when he becomes a consistent NHLer. But that's just my opinion right now. Heinola was good in the World Juniors. He was good over in Liga. He's been good with the Moose. Heinola's been good at every level of hockey he's played since being drafted with the Jets, because he was even good at the NHL level when he played. Could Heinola win the Calder next year? Probably not. I remember Kingslayer now. You were the Calgary fan that I liked all my jerseys. Sorry, man. I just get so many people that come in here. But welcome to the stream then, man. What bobblehead will you be? What bobblehead will be this year, do you think? I don't think they're going to be doing a bobblehead because fans can't go to the game. But I don't know. I have a Blake Wheeler bobblehead from like 5 years ago, I think. It's pretty awesome. It's still got him with the A on it. But that's my only bobblehead I have. Other than that, I have a... Dustin Byfuglien mini jersey that I didn't even buy. It was sent to me for free, but, good deal there. What do you think the Jets are going to pick up at the deadline, if anything? I think if they're going to pick up anything at the deadline, it'll be a defender. Maybe a guy like Alex Goligoski. Ekholm obviously has been a rumored guy. I don't think Vince Dunn's going to be an option for the Jets. Maybe Travis Hamonic. Josh Manson. There's a bunch of different guys that could really make impacts on the Jets' defensive core. But I think one of those guys is what the answer is for the Jets. For some reason, I see the Jets not getting Ekholm or Dunn. They're not going to get Ekholm or Dunn. Not if Nashville keeps asking that price for Ekholm. There's no way any team is going to give up their best prospect, a first, and then one of their other top prospects. Nah, not going to happen. Kevin Hayes is a Jet legend. Hell yeah, he is, man. I'm getting some Goligoski to trade with the Get Telecom. You have a Manitoba Moose Hellebuck bobblehead. That's dope. I want to get one of those. I look on eBay every once in a while to see if they come in. I missed Copp's penalty. Was it bad? Zach, it was one of the weakest penalties I've seen in my life that was called within the first 30 seconds. Like, he got his stick up in the chest region. He didn't intrigue on the play. He maybe just was like a pest, if anything. And it was a really, really light. And it was very quick. And it was called within the first 30 seconds of the game. Like, it was a very weird play. Very, very weird play. Alex, isn't Goligoski in the mix? Yeah, Little Toledo. Goligoski is in the mix. I actually just made a recent video talking about Goligoski. But Murat Yates of The Athletic, he was talking about that. But there are a lot of different options there. Goligoski has been a guy that I've been talking about with this team and being involved in trade rumors since before the start of the season when Arizona made him potentially available before the start. So I think that there's a lot of different options with this team moving forward, but I think that I think Goligoski could be a really good piece for this club. He was really good last year. Arizona, he struggled a bit this year, but Arizona just hasn't been that good defensively from the blue line. So I think it could be a good get. How can you penalize Copp? Exactly. Both on the Moose. That's cool, man. That's dope. Moose. I like the Moose bobbleheads. They're pretty nice. They're very detailed, actually. What would you give up for Giordano? That's a good question. I don't know how much time Giordano has left on his contract, how much term, so I can't say at the top of my head, but he's making a lot of money. He's old. I don't know. I guess I'd give a first maybe and then like a decent prospect, but I don't know. It's a risky trade because of how much money he's making at the age, right? Yeah, it wasn't a good call. You can probably go back and watch it on one of those like, long like highlight reels where they show everything, but it was not that good of a play in my opinion. What I have a Peter still. Oh, that's probably cool. Trains. That's dope, man. Who would Goligoski be paired with? Goligoski, I think, could would pair well with Josh Morrissey. I also think he would pair well with Tucker Pullman. I think he would be pretty good with almost anyone, I think. I think he brings a good, solid two-way game with a lot of experience. So I think that could be good. Shifley, Ehlers, and Connor. Yeah, Matt, that was a beautiful one-time feed from Connor to Shifley. Beautiful goal, man. I love seeing it. Let's get those subs up. Hell yeah, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, if you're a fan of the Winnipeg Jets or a fan of hockey regardless of the team you root for, definitely consider dropping a subscription. We're currently at 761 subs. If we can get to 800 subscribers by the end of the stream, I will put Mark Stewart's face on that wall somewhere behind me so you guys can see him, just like Nathan Beaulieu is, but I will put him up there to join us every stream. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, definitely consider dropping a subscription. It really does help the channel out a lot. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. But yeah, where was I reading these comments? There were so many questions. Hall to the Oilers. That would be an interesting return of events, Clue Plaza. I wouldn't be opposed to that, honestly. I think that would be fun to see. When will Zach and Jake score on a 2-on-1? Eventually, just a person. We're going to get there. Me and Zach are going to make the Jets next year, man. I made Bull You bobblehead. Oh my god. Shark will send it to me. I will graciously put that on my I will graciously put that on my shelf. A little confused. If a guy is a UFA after this year, why protect him from expansion? Yeah, if he's an unrestricted free agent, you don't really protect him. But if he's a restricted free agent, if you don't protect him, he can't be claimed. So like Lowry, he's a restricted free agent. Lowry will not be signed until after the expansion draft because then the team can sign him to a team-friendly contract and not worry about protecting him. Yeah, Jacob, it's an interesting statement. I don't think we should get rid of Sandberg per se, but if we took Sandberg to bring in a top guy, they'd have to look at that. When was... I already read that question. We should get rid of Sandberg. I've already read that, Jacob. I don't know if that's getting rid of Sandberg is the best idea for this team long term, because I like Sandberg a lot. But you got to make sure you're getting the best return for this club moving forward, right? And because Sandberg could be really good, or it could be okay. So it depends if the Jets are really looking forward to making a big move, or they still want to kind of have that cabinet full of prospects for the futures, because it really depends. This team technically still is, their identity is still draft and develop. So they don't want to be trading their top prospects away. Even though they have a window now, the Jets aren't going to attract top free agents. They need to have a core of guys that are going to be young, that'll be around after potentially some of these guys leave or get older, right? So I think that's important not to trade away all the talent, but only if you can get the best talent, you can trade Sandberg, in my opinion. Wheeler has been here for 10 years. I know, it's crazy. Wheeler's been here since the start, basically. Wheeler has been here forever because he got traded to the Atlanta in the last season with Atlanta. The year that Is it possible to get 2 defensemen at the deadline? It's obviously possible, but it's very highly unlikely with the way the quarantine is, because that's 2 different people that you're going to have to get visas for in the pandemic, get them across the border, start an immediate quarantine that goes 7 days, and then have them practice and get integrated with the team. And that also pulls roster spots, and there's a lot of things there, Jacob. I think it's just one guy this year that the Jets get, if anybody. I appreciate you liking James Henderson. Thank you so much for that. If you're a fan of the channel and you haven't already considered subscribing, definitely consider doing so. Both of you guys in the Jets lineup, Instant Cup, you know it. You know it. I miss Big Buff, too. Bufflin's one of my favorite players. I got a little Bufflin mini jersey right over there. Bufflin's the GOAT, man. I love the Big Buff. But I wish him the best, you know? I hate that he retired the way he did, because I wish I could have seen him on the ice one more time and know that it was his last game. But, you know, what he did for this city, what he did for this organization, if you're mad at Buff after everything, you know, you gotta let it go. He did what he wanted to do for his family and himself. You know, Bufflin's just the best, you know. Respect to Bufflin. I hope he's enjoying his retirement. He better not sign with the Leafs, that being said. I keep seeing those stupid rumors on Instagram where I'm like, not gonna happen, and if it did, I would, like, walk away from hockey. A broken man. I hope this to get a gaming PC in the next couple months. Go for it, Philip. You know I've been pushing for you to get a PC, man. We'll play all the old CODs again and shit. It's so much more fun on old PC. I don't know. Other than, the only thing I like the PS4 for is NHL, really. And, like, sport games. Other than that, PC is just so much more fun. Even COD is more fun on the PC. Barry was one of the players I wanted the Jets to acquire in the offseason. Yeah, Barry was on my list too, Cardiac Kemba. I thought he was a really good guy for the Jets to look, but, you know, they just didn't sign him. I also thought Travis Hamonic was a good look for the Jets. Didn't sign him either, even though he could have for cheap. Do you think Big Buff's number is going to be retired? It's my opinion, Sidhu, that the Jets should retire Blake Wheeler, Brian Little, and Buff Dustin Bufflin's numbers when all of them are retired and done, because of what they did for the organization, what they've done for the city of Winnipeg in the team's first 10 years, and everything else. It's not about maybe not bringing in cups, but it's about being the stars that anchored the team and rooted the fan base in Winnipeg again. And I just think that they should get their numbers retired for that. That's just my opinion. At least Wheeler should for sure 100% get his number retired. I think Little should as well, but I would love to see all 3 of them. I think that would be a really good, like, celebration for the first 10 years of the Jets whenever they do that eventually. PS4 NHL? Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'll make the away jersey. Do you think the Jets should make a trade with the Predators? I think they should, Sammer, but I think they should only make the trade if it's not too expensive. Don't give up Villahinola, don't give up Cole Perfetti. Make it if it's a good trade that isn't going to affect you too much on the long run with your prospects and stuff. Don't trade away the top guys. What do you think the score will be tonight, Town Saver? I'm going to predict like a 4-2 with an empty netter for the Jets. I think it's going to be a really close game, but honestly, that could go for the Flames as well. I think it's going to be a really close one. Well, actually, technically, number 10 is retired already, but not like no one could wear it. It's Howardchuk's number is retired in the Jets Hall of Fame with Anderson and Bobby Hall and a bunch of other guys from the OG team. No console wars. I just like PC and PS4, man. And Xbox I used to have too. I've had everything, and I like everything. I like my PC because I like to be able to do my homework, everything on one platform. That's why I like it. But whatever, you know. I remember when I had Little Wheeler line. Me too, Cardiac Kemba. I also remember that GST line, baby. Ooh, that was such a good line. It wasn't, but it was fun. Sportsnet was talking smack about Dubois hitting Tanev. I saw that, Matt. I'm watching the Sportsnet feed, and I couldn't get over that. I thought that was ridiculous. When you watched it, it was so obvious that Dubois already committed to the hit before Tanev lost his balance and fell over. It wasn't a dirty play at all. Not even close to it, man. I couldn't believe that they were thinking that. Unnecessary hit. You didn't have to do that. It's like, why don't you open your eyes and realize that it's not an unnecessary hit. It's something that happens, unfortunately, in hockey and sports at times. Football happens too. It happens everywhere. Look at Troy Brouwer. What a beaut. Getting bought out of his contract to go talk hockey on TV. And the GOAT, Brendan Morrison. I didn't even notice. That's dope. Brendan Morrison, the GOAT. West Coast Express. The TSC feed has Jets bias. They do, Daryl. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Sawyer. But I like Dennis Byack, even though he's a biased guy. But I do like Dennis Byack. It was a clean hit, Jay Miller. There was nothing dirty about it. I just don't like how commentators jump the gun always. I don't really care about... I like the Jets biasy, and sometimes I don't. When I'm streaming, you guys are really my Subnautica. I have not played that game, Winnipeg Jets 20, but maybe one day I will. I'd like to try as many games as I can, but I haven't played that much, obviously. Sawyer does suck, yeah. Remember when Andrew Land was good? Yep. Andrew Land was the GOAT. I remember when Andrew Land would go on a breakaway attempt, and he would just rip a slap shot. He had soft hands though. He wasn't a bad player. Andrew Land was good for us. He was really underrated at his time here. Thompson gets 7 goals this season. If Nate Thompson gets more than 7 goals, hell, I'll buy his jersey, man. No, I'm just joking. I can't afford that many jerseys, but I'll put his face on the wall for sure. On the wall of GOATs, of GOAT players of the Jets. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, 29 beautiful people in here watching, if you could consider dropping a like and also dropping a subscription if you're having a fun time, because that really does help the channel out a lot, and I do appreciate it. Canadian Stoll Saul, tell me about it, man. If Stahl can revert back to even half of what he was with the Wild, and all they had to pay was the 3rd and the 5th, Montreal just got so much better. And and with playoff experience like that, you can't get over shit like that. That's just a really good trade for them. I was really, really envious of that trade when I saw it at work on my Twitter feed. The 4th line has been fire, Winnipeg Jets 20. They really have been good. I was a heavy criticizer of Nate Thompson, and honestly, he's been really good the last couple weeks. And same with Trevor Lewis. I really like that 4th line. And the 3rd line has been amazing. Immaculate almost. I love that 4th line. So 3rd line, I should say. 4th line's good too, but the 3rd line is so good. One of the best 3rd lines of the NHL. So in terms of games, Red Dead 2 is 100%. I play Red Dead 2. I've beaten Red Dead 2 3 times, and I'm playing it again right now, and I always play the same way because it's just too much fun to change my play style. I'm always a bandit. I'm never good with my my honor. I'm never high in honor. I just love to just rob people and do dumb stuff like that. I am a Bombers fan, but I'm also a Lions fan. I don't really have a bias in the at CFL. I just like watching football, so I like the Giants because I live in BC. I like Winnipeg because all my family's in Winnipeg. In the summer, I see a lot of Bombers games. You're playing Red Dead and Cyberpunk? Yeah, man. Those are Cyberpunk I haven't played yet. I just don't know if I ever will, but Red Dead is dope. Shifley next captain. Yeah, 100% Shifley will be the next captain. Lewis is going to get his 3rd cup. Hell yeah, Scar. Morrissey needs to right shot. I agree with that, Noah. I agree. Nathan Boyle for the Art Ross. Hell yeah, Town Saver. Shifley will 100% be the next captain. The Rough Riders? Ooh, I like that. A little bit of the green. How many Banjo Bowls you go to, huh? I've never been to a Banjo Bowl, but I always... Dude, Zach, I'm not gonna lie. I just walk into, Saint Denis, and I just have all my guns out, and I just go, give me your money, and I just rob everybody and that's around me. And then I have every cop that comes on me, and I get into a massive shootout. My bounty's 1,500 in every state, and I just constantly have bounty hunters chasing me. I go into the middle of the mountains to go hunting, and every 20 minutes, I have not even 10 minutes, I got a bounty hunters, a massive pack of them just come right up from behind me, try to kill me. I like playing it that way. It's kind of fun. I don't know why I play like that, but I just love it. Shifley will get traded. Maybe one day, the man. You never know, but I hope he doesn't for the time being. Talking about big players getting traded, I'm curious to what your thoughts are as a Flames fan. Who would you rather see be moved, Monahan or Gaudreau, or both? Curious to let you know your answer there, man. Second period is starting. You are the worst type of online player. I don't really play online, but when I do, I always hog tie people and feed them to the alligators and throw them in the water. It's coming back to Winnipeg. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. All right, here we go. Start of the puck drop. Zach, I will have you on during the next intermission. We'll be talking there. I think Neil Pionk should be the assistant captain instead of Morrissey. I think if he signs a contract, then he should. But I doubt they'll ever strip Morrissey of a letter, honestly. Even though they stripped Buff of his letter a couple of times, I would like to see Pionk eventually get it. Put them on the tracks, exactly. None? You don't want to see any of them get moved? Interesting. A lot of Flames fans that I've talked about are really in favor of moving Gaudreau or Monahan. So it's interesting to see you not want to trade them. But I get why. I wouldn't really want to trade them either. I think you guys have a really good team still. Is Pionk the leader off the ice? I don't know if he's a big locker room guy. See you next intermission, Sidhu. Thanks for coming out to the stream, dude. Appreciate it. You're drinking the Pionk Kool-Aid too? I like Neil Pionk a lot, but I don't know how much of a locker room guy he is. But Neil Pionk has been fantastic for the Jets since arriving here. Oh my god, Hellebuck robbed him. Neil Pionk is good. He's not a top pairing defenseman, but $5 million a year, I think, for a guy that's offensive as him, that brings a lot to a top four, I think it's worth it. Tucker Pullman is not underrated. Tucker Pullman, if anything, gets overrated by almost everyone. He is so mediocre. You don't agree with Josh over Neil? Well, I think Morrissey is honestly the better locker room guy, but I don't know. It's just a thought, right? Pionk is good. I like Pionk a lot, but Morrissey, I'm always on Team Morrissey. I love Josh Morrissey since he played with the Kelowna Rockets, and that last year at the WHL after he got traded. I watched a lot of him on the Rockets because I liked the Rockets that year for some reason, and I watch WHL every once in a while, and I've always liked his game ever since I saw him in that league. Jumma had 16 points, Neil Pionk. Yeah, exactly. Pretty similar guys, but Pionk is more offensive, obviously. He can find his shot through a crowd anyway. I don't think 5 is an overpayment. I think anything past 5 is an overpayment, Daryl, but we're really around the close area. I think 5.5 is like a max deal you give him. You're at 4.4, so we're right about there, just $1 million in a year off. So, yeah, pretty close there. I wouldn't be opposed to that either. I'm just okay. I'm okay with giving 5 if we have to, because I really like Pionk, but I like what you're saying too. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Neil should be on the first power play, but then I also like Neil on the second power play. The second power play plays really good. Yeah, Trevor, I agree with you, but the problem is that I think Nashville isn't going to trade Ekholm unless they get a King's ransom, because they've been pretty good. They're only like 3 points out of a playoff spot now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, Trevor. What do you call a blind German? If it's racist or anything like that, please don't say it, but if it's not, I'm all for it. So yes, I would like to hear it. What do you call a blind German? As long as it ain't racist. Pionk was able to get his bachelor's while playing in the NHL. That's pretty awesome, though. Scar, I didn't know that. Do you think Connor and Ehlers are for McDavid and Draisaitl is a good trade for the Jets and Oilers? Absolutely not. Not for the Oilers. A great trade for the Jets. They're two top players in the league, top players in the world. Oh no, I agree, Trevor. You don't make the deal if like. Here's the problem, Trevor. A lot of people and a lot of analysts are somehow jumping on this train that Perfetti and Heinola should be moved, and I think that is ridiculous. I'm okay with Sandberg, and that's pushing it. Like, if Sandberg got traded, I'd be mad, but I'd be, like, acceptable. You know, like, I'd be upset, but I wouldn't be that bad. Oh, my God. Do we have any mods in here? No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to ban you. No more of that stuff, though. Here we go. Oh, what a goal. Hell yeah, baby. Can I be mod? You know what, Trains? Yes, you can. I was going to give mod to somebody new, and you're on my list, so you get it. Sorry, Townsayer. Yako, you didn't have to ban him. I kind of talked to him. It was okay, but we're not going to talk like that next time. But sorry, Townsaver, if you're here. He didn't have to ban you, but what's up, Zachary? Welcome to the stream. Zachary Muner. Welcome to the stream, dude. Beautiful goal there by Mark Scheifele. Hey, don't worry about it. Just timeout. Oh, why did I read it as a ban? I'm dumb. Sorry. Never mind then, Yakos. Marco needs a hat trick. Dude, hell yeah, Marco Dano needs a hat trick. That's what I just read there, James. What am I drinking, right? Oh, that just went high. I thought they had to post it first. Is Just a Person on the list? Just a Person is definitely on the list, man. After the last few streams. Hey, don't worry about spoiling the goal, man. Don't worry about it. You didn't spoil anything. I knew they were going to score eventually. Besides, I'm just here to talk to you guys and answer your questions and watch hockey. You know? Why does 85 keep coming in trade talks? He's a UFA and he has $4 million contract. Because Matthew Perreault actually... Trevor, you're not going to believe this, but Matthew Perreault has the best stats for a fourth liner in the NHL, some of them, analytically. People want him. He's been really good this year, and giving an increased role, he could be even better, I think. Hell yeah, Trains, you are. Oh, happy birthday, Lowry. I forgot about that. Lowry's birthday. Train, he definitely deserves it, Trains. He definitely does. He's on my list without a doubt. But yeah, he's been really good, Trevor. So that's why his name keeps coming up. And also because the Jets might need to shed cap to bring in cap. But he's been good. Oh, shoot that, shoot that. Oh, another good shot there. So happy it's 3-1. I said it. What do you think about Dubois' hit? Oh, excuse me, cardiac Kemba. Oh, excuse me, everybody. A little bit of hiccups there. Excuse me. But I think it was a clean hit. That was just really bad luck, unfortunately, because when you look at it, Dubois committed to the hit, and then Tanev loses his balance a little bit, and he leans into a bad angle, and that's when the contact's made. So nothing dirty about it at all, just really unfortunate play. Tanev is okay, though, from it, so what can you do, right? I think it's okay, though. Hellebuck celebrating. Dave Lowry over Adam Lowry. Hell yeah, man. Let's tell Dave Lowry to throw the skates on and hop on the ice. Just put his son's jersey on. No one will even notice. He does have value, Daryl. Don't be sad, because now we have the GOAT Logan Stanley. How much Logan Stanley has barely played tonight, I feel like. Oh, wrong team. Logan Stanley has played 5 minutes. Why has he played so little? I can ban myself. Don't worry. What's up, Life of Ronan? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Welcome, welcome. Jets are winning 3-1 currently against the Calgary Flames in a very good game. If Matthew Perreault re-signs with the Jets, it's gonna be like around $1 million, Trevor. If I had to guess, he's old. He's having a good year, but I doubt he gets a decent payday from anybody. And if he does, then he should totally take it. But I think if he wants to come back to the Jets, it'll probably be around 1.2, like a cheap contract for him for a limited role in the fourth line, which makes sense, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. No goal. Yeah, that was no goal. No goal. That was no goal. Lucic completely cleared the crease. Yeah, it is, James. It really is. It's depressing, honestly. Yeah, no goal. No goal. Lucic completely crashes the net, and look at that. Yeah, no goal. He pushed him in. No goal. No goal. There's no way. Calgary will make a comeback. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. The man, Winnipeg, has been known to choke, but we'll see what happens. But that ain't a goal, though. I think we can almost all agree that ain't a goal. 100%, Matthew. He is totally punching the air. If we can get 2 more likes, guys, we hit 30 likes, which is kind of the like goal for usually the whole stream. So if we can get that already by like halfway through the second, that's pretty awesome. I definitely appreciate that there. Imagine if national teams could make trades. I wish they could. Sometimes we'll make a trade for Yager, bring him in for veteran presence. Helly got hit in the head. Yeah, he did, but he's okay. But it's a no goal. What's up, Town Saver? Welcome back, dude. Sorry about that little timeout there, but I guess you gotta understand. But welcome back, though, man. Shy 5-goal game? That'd be pretty awesome. That's true, Daryl. That's true. All right, I'm glad, Town Saver. But that's true. We need to get a quick one. Does Pionk make the U.S. team? That's a good question. I would think he would get a look at least. So I would say maybe an extra guy at least. But I think he makes that team. Maybe there's not a he doesn't earn a roster spot, but he at least makes the team, and he's a bench guy. There's no way. That was a really good play by Michael Stone on Nate Thompson. He brought him down cleanly and hard. I like that. Oh, feed him. Oh, Logan Stanley just missed that sauce. Oh, that would have been beauty. Yeah, Hellebuck looks okay. He's still in net, and he would have been taken out if there was anything bad there. Ooh, Nesterov lost the puck there. Welcome back on the main account, dude. No goal to be right into the crease, and Hellebuck saved. Probably, maybe Town Saver. I'm not gonna say probably, but you never know with this team, right? You never know. Make sure to not go anywhere, though, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to have Zachary Nolan of the Nolan Hockey Podcast join us in a kind of, I don't know, I like to do like a little an intermission show with Zach during these streams, so if you guys like talking about hockey and I'm talking about it right now and listen to me, you know, you might want to stick around and listen to Zach, because he gives some pretty awesome opinions, too, and takes. He's a really good intellectual fan that knows hockey well, you know? He's not some guy that just comes on here and spews stuff out and doesn't know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about, and he's got a lot of good opinions, so you should definitely stay around and listen to him talk, because he knows his stuff. It's always a good time when Zach's on the show. Best NHL. My name is Jake. Jake. Yep. Basic old Jake. Not Jacob, just Jake. I don't think they have Noah, honestly. That's an interesting question, though. I wonder if that would work. I feel like it wouldn't, but at the same time, Morrissey did pair well with Bufflin as a rookie, so maybe Pion could outfocus more offensively, and Morrissey could be more of a respectable kind of guy. But then, look at the second pairing, right? Like, that would really destabilize the top four. Krill, Kabrasov for Connor and Kopp. That wouldn't be horrible, but I doubt that they do that. Nathan Beaulieu for Gretzky, fair trade. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. The great one for the greatest defenseman of all time. So fair. Can I have mod, Jacob James? I actually have a little list of people who get mod, and I already gave mod out today to Trains. Trains is the newest guy to get mods, so no. And actually, unfortunately, not now, but the more you come to streams, the more you talk and interact, you'll get mod eventually. I give mod out pretty fairly to people. Just takes some time, and there are other people a little bit ahead of you that are going to deserve mod first. I also don't like to give mod out to 100 people, so you'll get it eventually, my man. If you keep showing up and being the way you are, you'll get it eventually. No doubt about that. I wouldn't either. He's all offense. That's such a true point, Daryl. Like, he's good for the Jets to keep because he scores a lot of goals, but, you know. Oh. I don't even know what. Yeah, I've always wondered that, why people ask for mod. All it does is mean I have to ask you to do things for me. You basically become a slave. No, I'm just joking. But I don't know. It just gets you a blue name. For Brent Gretzky? No, I'm talking about the double. I was gonna say the double W, but he doesn't have a double W. I don't know why I thought of that, but Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, I watch streams, but sometimes I don't talk. Yeah, I do that a lot too. You know what, Trains, though? You weren't really asking, because you were already on my list anyway. I kind of told you that the last stream, I feel like. You were going to get it anyway. You were next on my list. And then next on my list is obviously just a person. He's definitely going to get it soon, eventually. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far and you haven't already subscribed and you're enjoying yourself and you're a fan of the Winnipeg Jets or a fan of hockey, regardless of the team you root for, definitely consider dropping a subscription. It really does help us out. Or not. It's up to you. It's totally your choice. You have the freedom to do what you choose in this life, but it would graciously help out the channel, and I'd gratefully appreciate all the support you could give. Also, if you haven't already dropped a like, what are you doing? It takes 5 seconds out of your day. Just tap that little blue, make that thumbs up blue, you know. Got him stuttering a little bit there, but you get the gist of it. Wow. Listen to these stats. Since 2017-18, Hellebuck is first in games played, second in wins, 7th in a save percentage, and tied for 4th in shutouts. And he's that's crazy. We have a Vezina winning goaltender, ladies and gentlemen, and it's so sweet. Also, guys, if you need a little bit of motivation to subscribe, if we can get to 800 subscribers by the end of the stream, I will put Mark Stewart's face on the background. Just like how we have Nathan Beaulieu up there right now, I will put Mark Stewart on the opposite corner. We'll get a whole little row of people. We need to get 30 likes. Hey, thank you guys so much for getting that like goal, man. Appreciate that. Oh, without a doubt. Actually, I would say, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue the Sedins, but the Sedins are number 1 in my heart. I've been watching this streams for a while as well. I just subbed. I appreciate that, Team Kobe. Thank you so much for the support, my dude. In case you don't get a sub notification because sometimes it just doesn't work, it's annoying, I will send you a subscriber notification. Get a little clap from Bufflin. We'll just put your name in there. Alright, we'll imagine that's you. Exactly. He's so good, Daryl. I love Connor Hellebuck. He's the guy I'm getting next to my jersey. No, Nathan. Go back to your cave. Get out of here. Go back to the depths from which you came. Dude, Derek Ryan with some handles there. You know, I know, but I just love the Sedins. But because the Sedins were amazing, man. Whoa. I grew up in Vancouver. I grew up watching the Sedins, and I love them. They're my favorite players growing up. Them, Bertuzzi, Naslund. Oh, look at that. Nathan Bull, you getting timed out. Go back to your cave. I love it. I love to see it. Trains, it's already worth mod for you. I want an Ehlers jersey. Yeah, that Ehlers jersey back there is beautiful. I love that thing. We need to extract the demons from Beaulieu. Exactly. Every time Beaulieu comes in, we have to shun him. So... Great. I gotta refresh my stream now. And there we go. Stanley and Heinola. Stanley and Heinola are going to be good parts of this club moving forward. Yeah, I appreciate that, Deadshot. Deadshot. Great perk in COD Zombies, by the way. Hey, 769. Where are all these subs coming from? Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're not getting these notifications, I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't work for some reason. Sometimes it does. It's probably because your subscribers are public or whatever. Private, I should say. But we'll just throw these up for fun. Bufflin's clapping for you guys. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. It means a lot, guys. Stanley went from a bust to a Stan the Man. Hell yeah, he did. We got the low gang, guys. I agree, Daryl. They're definitely a top 3 duo because they both have over 1,000 points in the modern NHL. That's a pretty tough feat to accomplish. How many times will Beaulieu be banned? He'll be banned for life. Yeah, exactly, right? Nice. That's the perfect subscriber goal. We got to get to 969. Then we'll have the perfect, you know? Or we'll get to 69 one day, eh? God. The memes from subscriber counts. They're showing Dave Lowry and Adam Lowry. It must be funny to have your dad on the bench during your birthday in an NHL game. Fathers coaching sons. Cool. Yeah, it must be weird playing for your dad, man. And it must be. I didn't know Sid Abel's dad coached him. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Daryl. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for the support. That's crazy. That's awesome, Daryl. You're an OG. I appreciate that, man. Really appreciate your support and all your comments and everything, man. I really do. Send Dubois to the Moose to play with his dad. Hell yeah, give him some motivation. We got a penalty? Michael Stone went awkwardly off a Perreault from a hit, and then they all came and kind of ganged Perreault on the ice. Do you think Perfetti will be a top-line winger? I think Perfetti is going to be a dynamic piece of the team. I think he's going to play different positions, Connor. I think he'd be good on the wing at times. I think on the power play he'll play on the wing. But I think he'll be one of those guys that can just come in and play anywhere in that top 6. I think he's going to be really good for us. Really do. The coach's kid, yeah. I didn't get a good look at that because I was reading the chat, but I think Michael Stone's okay, and it just looked like Perreault went in too hard on him. Boarding penalty. Yeah, that's a good call. It's a fair call. Fathers coaching their sons on their birthday. Pretty crazy, you know? Imagine being an NHL player and your dad's your coach. Kind of a cool way to celebrate it with the fam, you know? I would love that. That'd be pretty awesome. Iffy call, but all good. A little iffy, but it was, a dangerous hit. I get why they did. Paul Maurice has been coaching forever. He really has. He's been coaching since he was like 20 or whatever. Oh, Dylan DeMello. Bellew must be gone. Hell yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, Town Saver. I agree. Second line wing at the NHL level. I think he could be a top line center. I think he could really grow into one nicely. Just should call up Panola and scratch Nate. Oh, Nate Thompson's been good for us recently, but I don't think the Jets should really call anyone, honestly. How dare you insult our captain? How much of the Iron 6 is on Trotz? Almost all of it, Scar. Trotz is one of the best coaches, and he's been fantastic in everywhere he goes, and it shows. He's been really shaped the Islanders into a good team. Get it out of there! Wait, why is Oh, that was Lewis. I thought that was Dubois. I'm like, why is Dubois killing penalties? And Thompson still doesn't have a stick. Oh, my God. I agree with that, Cardiac. I'm not a big fan of the coaching, and you guys know that, but I'm not going to complain when we're winning. Our captain scores too much. Hey, as long as Wheeler's still putting up points at this age, I don't care, especially at that cap hit, Rand. I can't chat with Bellew anymore. All right, guys, no more banning Nathan Beaulieu. We'll let the timeout end so he can come back for at least the third period, all right? No more banning Nathan Beaulieu. You should be able to talk now. You're unhidden. Trotz is one of the best coaches. He really is. Oh, my God. Yes, I do, Scar. Please allow me to suppress those horrendous memories. Please. Why would you bring that up? Isn't it a penalty if you knock a loose stick so it's the offending player can't pick it up? I think it is. I guess maybe they missed that there. Start a podcast, Jacob James. I will start a podcast eventually. That's one of the things I want to do with this channel, but I want to be able to start a podcast with different people and hosts and Jets fans, and right now I'm just trying to find the right people to do that with. Zach is a guy who I'd like to do a podcast with, but he already has his podcast with his brother, and I don't know how many people, it's going to be he wants to do podcasts with, but I just got to find the right hosts and co-hosts, and I'd love to get one set up one day. Wheels is aging like wine, not milk. He really has, man. He's slow. Oh, here we go, Connor. Oh, my God, Connor. Why didn't you shoot that puck? Oh, that was frustrating. Welcome back, Nathan Beaulieu. How dare you ban me? I didn't ban you. They just timed you out, but welcome back. Oh, it was loose. Oh, damn it. Fuck. Oh, that was loose. Wheeler just missed that. Yeah, he really has cardiac Kemba. Oh my God, the Nathan Beaulieus have invaded. Guys, they're here. Finally. Took them long enough. It isn't a penalty? I thought it might have been. I wasn't sure. I know it has to interrupt play. Okay. Oh, yeah. Like if you take a stick that's on the ice and you shoot that towards the puck or whatever. You're right. That's where I confused the rule. Thank you for that, Daryl, for the clarification. Ready for our friend Zach. Yeah, make sure to not go anywhere, guys. We got 25 beautiful people in here. Zachary Nolan, the Nolan Hockey Podcast, will be joining us during our second, third period intermission show. So don't go anywhere yet. We're going to have lots of questions to ask, and you guys can ask whatever questions you want when Zach gets here. So just remember that, guys. I'm not going to be reading chat as much when Zach gets here. So if you want for me to read what you're saying, just ask questions that me and Zach can answer, because then we'll get back to the conversations and what we're doing right now after. But during the show, ask as much questions as you want. Me and Zach will do our best to answer it. Do you think Burden is NHL ready for the backup role? I think he will be the backup next year. I really do think that, Cardiac Kemba. I only watched Steve Dangle and the Leafs lose. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Here we go. Cop Scheifele. Oh! Oh, there we go, baby. 4-1. Beautiful goal and a beautiful pass. That was awesome. Was that Ehlers that scored from Scheifele? Oh, it was Kopp that got that. That was beautiful. I gotta see this again. That was beautiful. So Kopp brings it in, steals it, comes in, feeds it over to Scheifele on the wing. Scheifele sees it, feeds it right across to Ehlers, and Kopp, perfect deflection goal. Oh, that was beautiful. That was perfect play. Mark Scheifele's on fire tonight, man. That was the definition of a perfect drop play. There's nothing Markstrom can do on that. He's got 3 Jets breaking in, all in prime scoring positions. Next year, the Birdman will arrive, ladies and gentlemen. But that was beautiful. This is in 4-1 already. 5 minutes to go. 11th goal of the season for Andrew Kopp. What a goal. That was beautiful. Those are 2 really good plays by Mark Scheifele this game so far. Birdie for backup? Yeah, he'll definitely be the backup next year. Do a podcast with me? If I could do a podcast and get Nathan Laine, who exactly? Who needs Patrick Laine when you got the elite goal scorers of the Winnipeg Jets? Remember when the Jets lost to Vegas in the conference final? Ooh, the man. How dare you? How dare you? I'm going to pull a Greta Thunberg. How dare you? How dare you bring up those memories? Huh? At least we made the Western Conference Final. When was the last time you guys made the Western Conference Final? You want to go there? I'm just joking. But I'm not really. Let's see. And we have a 3-goal lead. Exactly. We can always defend a 3-goal lead when I will be back in the lineup. You'll never be back in the lineup, Nathan Beaulieu, because you suck. Both you accounts. All 1 billion of your accounts. No, not hopefully soon. You want to pull Logan Stanley from here? You're making me sick. Remember the Jets in Game 5, 2019? Why do you guys want to make me remember these painful memories, alright? Stop. It's not nice. You're bullying me. I'm just joking. Where am I? Don't bring it up. We don't talk about that. It's like in Harry Potter, he who shall not be named, the events of which shall not be named. You will haunt my dreams. You already do, man. That's why you're floating above my head. Haven't you noticed that? I literally have Nathan Beaulieu above my head. That defines my mind state right now. I have to watch the Jets, and all I think about is this man somehow creeping back into the lineup, jumping over the boards, and we lose. That's exactly what's going to happen one day. That's my... You did me dirty. There we go. Fine. See? We'll go there. Man, I'll get my hands dirty. I think the Flames are still a pretty decent team, though. Game 3 Nashville was the best. Oh, tell me about it. God, that whole series was the best. And also that series against the Wild was so entertaining. Calgary going to get dirty here pretty soon, and I can't wait for it, Matt. Guys, can we get some Logan Stanley fight hype in the chat? Because, boys, I want that to happen so badly. I want to watch Logan Stanley drop Milan Lucic. 2 goals and an assist on 3 shots from Mark Scheifele. That's beautiful. Imagine you playing with the Jets right now. Oh, don't even say that. How dare you? Better check back to make sure. Don't say that, Scar, because now I'm going to be thinking it all night, and I'm going to think it into existence. I'm going to have to take all the liquor in my house and pass out drunk so I forget that Nathan Beaulieu is somewhere in my room. Only reason they lost the quarterfinals was because we lost a bunch of players. Yeah, I agree with that. Even though the Flames were good in that series, I hate that Maurice will let some of the young guys get some. I would love to see Villy too, James. But look on the bright side. We have so many young guys who are going to push the team next year. Look how good we could be next year, right? It's really promising. I'm the biggest Villy Heinola fucking fan there is. I love this. I honestly almost bought a Villy jersey this season. I love Villy Heinola. But he will make with the team next year, and when he does, he will be glorious. So it's a lot to be happy about for the future. No fights tonight. I hope there's a fight tonight. I hope so. Honestly, check me out. No, I will not check under my bed right now. Get drunk. Alright, guys. We'll drunk stream. Every time they score, I'll drink. I hope Matthews hits Mark Scheifele. How dare you? Huh? You want me to ban you for life, the man? I'll throw you in permaban jail. How dare you say that? I hope that Johnny Gaudreau gets... I don't know. Embarrassed. I don't know. I don't want to wish an injury on somebody. I was going to say I hope he gets hit between the door on the bench. Because that's the worst thing I've ever seen happen to somebody for a hit. They're so painful. Oh, man. The only other thing that's like is more painful than running into something in hockey is when you're in the quarter and then you have your stick and you get hit into the stick and the stick gets caught in the board and you go into the stick. That happened to me one time. I knocked the wind out of me. I barely could get back to the bench. It was so painful. When does the period end? That's a good question. I think in like 3-minute warning I think we're at or something like that. Playoff 2020 flashbacks. Exactly. You know, the Vietnam flashbacks. Tanev's a workhorse tonight, man. He's getting bruised and battered, but he's still on that bench, man. I love Chris Tanev, the GOAT. We did have a bunch of injuries, but it was, you know, whatever. I'm gonna call it. Matthews tries to hit Stanley, and Stanley reverses him. Oh, a reverse Uno card hit off of him Stanley onto Chuck would be beautiful. I'd love to see that. This team is in the prime now. It's time to trade prospects and picks. Our window would be a lot more 3 years. Well, I think I agree, but don't trade the best prospects. Don't trade Perfetti and Heinola. Those should be untouchables, in my opinion. He's already signed. That's the worst thing about it. We have 1 more year of Nathan Beaulieu. You guys don't believe me? I'll show you the cap friendly. Look at that. See? Wasn't joking. Nathan Beaulieu, 2021-22. We still have to pay him for next year, guys. Beaulieu is luring people into his cult. Don't fall for it. Exactly. If you fall for the Beaulieu clan, you'll literally never know what a good hockey player is again in your life. Let's hope he's not Trevor, but you know how Paul Maurice is, man. He loves that guy, so I hope to God he doesn't pull Stanley, but you never know with him. You never know. Beaulieu owns a white van. That wouldn't be surprised. Trade Wheeler, Scheifele, Commer, and Jomo. Keep Nathan Beaulieu. Yeah, build the core around Beaulieu. Trade Ville Heinola, and then trade for Josh Anderson because he looks exactly like Nathan Beaulieu, and then you could double the Nathan Beaulieu effect. People will be like, whoa, why is Beaulieu playing defense? Oh, God. The potato has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Is Anthony Potato going to subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate that, Anthony Potato. I think you're good. You're good with the Rangers now. The GOAT Potato. God. We just like to joke around with him, Daryl. It's just an inside joke we have on the channel. Everyone likes to rip Nathan Beaulieu because of that game where he went was the -5 against the Habs. We just like to rip on him for that. The pylon. All right. Nate Thompson does look really good, in my opinion. He's really getting good. Anthony Potato? Anthony Potato. I call him Anthony Potato. I'm better than Nathan Beaulieu at Fortnite. I've seen your streams. They're true. That's very true. Delayed penalty on the Jets or on the Flames? On Winnipeg. Flames are going to go to the power play with 1:11 left in this second period. 24 shots, Calgary Flames. Winnipeg Jets, 22 shots, winning 4-1. The Jets are. The Rangers goal. That was a beautiful goal, man. Oh, I loved watching that. Beaulieu's best days were back when he was with the Sea Dogs. Yeah. Can you believe Nathan Beaulieu was like picked 16th overall or something like that? I think 17th overall, 18th overall, around there. He was a first-round pick, like a mid-first-round pick. Dismello. All right, phase potato. All right, let's get through this, guys. Let's get through this. Stassi, DeBall, Wheeler is playing better than I thought. Yeah, they really are. I like that line, man. Beaulieu used to be Subban's D partner. Yeah, that says a lot about how good that line was. That pairing was defensively. No way. No way. Oh, come on. Who owns the Potato account? No idea, actually. Oh, Hellebuck reaches up and grabs that. 14.3 seconds left, a minute and 3 seconds left on the Flames power play. 14.3 seconds left in the game. Bad choice by Lowry. Yeah, it was. Lowry should have just taken that hard to the net and tried to get a whistle and get the draw in their own end. Kill time. He was riding Huberto's coattail back when he was a sea pup. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I thought Hellbuck grabbed that again. 5.7 seconds left. Just get rid of it. There we go. All right. That's the end of the second period, guys. We're going to have Zach. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Zachary Nolan, the Nolan Hockey Podcast, is going to be joining us. So I would like to see as many questions as I can for me and Zach in the comments. We're going to be answering your questions after we talk about our first thoughts on the game. So I won't be reading the chat that often, but once we get through our thoughts on the game, I'll ask you guys for all of your questions, and you guys just spam me with the questions that you have. Me and Zach will do as best we can to answer as many questions as we can before the puck drop of the third period. So I'm going to call Zach right now. And we should be good to go after that. All right, let's do this and switch over to headphones and plug in the headphones and make sure the volume is up, which it is. And we're going to call Zach right now, everybody. So just giving on. Zach Nolan of the Nolan Hockey Podcast is going to be joining us, so don't go anywhere. All right. Calling him right now. Hello.
And
hey, what's up, Zach? Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Nolan.
Game.
I know, so far, man. Thank God. It looks so much fun. So much fun tonight.
There's not much I can really say that I don't like. Like, there's been a couple turnovers in our defensive zone that have bugged me a bit, like on the same shift too, but like they've never amounted to anything, so.
Exactly. Like, honestly, man, I feel like, I'm not going to lie, this is the first game of the entire season of all the streams I've done where you can come on, and I literally think me and you can just, for once, finally just talk about positives, because I really don't have anything negative to say about at all. Every line is rolling well, the defense is playing well. There's I was trying to nitpick, but honestly,
no, me too.
I can't find anything wrong with the game. Like, yeah, maybe
there's nothing consistently bad.
Exactly. Yeah, there's like, maybe the penalty here, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna get angry over stuff like that.
And actually, I'm okay with DeMello taking that penalty, because even like the commentator said, I'm okay with him showing a physical toughness in front of the net. He does it a little bit outside of the crease. That's why they call it. But still, I'm okay with him taking it.
Yeah, me too.
Like, and so far, it hasn't amounted to anything. One goal on a bad line change on the penalty.
Exactly. Hell, it was almost 5-1 there if Lowry was shot that puck there or passed a little bit before. That was a great 3-on-1.
Like, just shoot it.
But what a goal though off of that 2-on-1 though.
The only thing he doesn't want to do is if he misses it wide, it rings around. That's the only thing he doesn't want to do. Like, even if it hits the goalie, I'm okay with that. But if it rings wide, it's a rush the other way. Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah. No, like, there's not a lot to hate in this game, honestly.
Honestly, I feel like this is just going to be one of those times where me and you are going to ask the chat for questions, because I love the way the game is, and I just want to hear what you guys' thoughts are on this game so far and your thoughts on everything. So if you have any questions for me and Zach right now, you just fire them off. We'll do our best to answer as many as we can before puck drop of the third period.
Yeah,
do you have the chat open by any chance?
I'm responding to somebody. No, I'm responding to somebody saying that you have to be 21 to drink, and enlightening him on the Manitoba drinking.
Yeah, Manitoba is the best place to go drink, baby. 18, woo.
Yeah, that's yes and no.
But anyway, so yeah, I really like this game for a lot. Mark Scheifele obviously has been on fire tonight. He's been really good. Probably the standout.
Him, Ehlers, Connor. Connor has 2 points. Ehlers has 3 assists, I think.
Let me check that right now. Ehlers.
My team is just pulling ahead.
Ehlers assisted on all 3 of the last goals. DeMello and Lewis assisted on the Thompson goal.
Did you hear this? What's it called? Oh God, Nathan Beaulieu in the chat.
He's bad. Did you not see he's floating above me?
I just tapped in. Yes, I did. I was the one who said you should put Thompson next to him.
Well, I'm going to put Mark Stewart up there if I can get to 800 by the end of the day.
By the end of the day, 800.
If we can get there.
Oh, what was the thing? Oh, now I forget. I had something too. Oh.
Well, that's okay. We'll see if it comes back to you. I got a question here from Stephen asking if the Jets should trade Stanley. I don't think
No.
they should at all. I don't even think they should expose him in the
Flat
draft.
no.
Yeah, I
Flat
think
no.
Zach's. I like Zach and me both agree there. Stanley is too good to trade him right now. A lot of potential.
So, did you hear that Dylan DeMello hasn't scored in 98 games? It really puts some context behind that goal that he should have scored in that game against, like wherever, like in the what was it against?
Yeah. Edmonton, I think it was.
Where I think that goal broke me partially, and I realize now it was probably one of like 20 opportunities that probably came up for him. So,
Well, you know what? DeMello's just one of those guys that he does the right thing on the ice, but he just can't seem to, get goals and points efficiently. Like, he's really good defensively, but he doesn't he's almost invisible offensively at times.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay, so somebody's saying you can actually drink at the age of 16 in Manitoba. Yes, but you need parents. Well, my parents were pharmacists, so like that's a tough sell.
Yeah, 2-card arsenal. He really is playing like a man
my
possessed.
dad's is sober. My dad just doesn't drink in general, so it's like, hey, Dad, you want to go to the place you never go to anyway?
That's the exact opposite in my family. If I lived out in Winnipeg at 18, man, I would be probably out there every second day after work. But anyway,
my dad laughed because as a kid, I would make the jokes about to my mom that she better not be driving. Like when I was like 12, because she'd have like one wine, and I was like, ho,
yeah,
you're getting fancy drunk.
Yeah, that's exactly right. DeMello isn't there for points. He's there to make the little things, and the less his name comes up, the better. And that's kind of how you want him.
Kulikov 2.0.
He, in a way, and okay, I don't even like to say that because Kulikov was kind of bad for us, though. Like, I don't know what this kind of change in Jets fans is recently this season. He wasn't good for us at all, almost.
You know why he was bad, though? It was because look at the money we paid him.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the contract. I'm talking about his play on ice. Like, he was just I never saw anything in him. Like, I've seen a lot of fans recently being like, "Oh yeah, the Kulikov contract was bad, but he played good for the Jets." And now I'm seeing the Jets fans.
Okay.
No, I disagree. I never liked Kulikov. I liked the signing at first, but he never made an impact in my opinion.
The thing that hurt him was that we actually had another defenseman that kind of played a little bit like his style in Ben Sherratt that looked so much better that really soured the taste.
Okay, yeah, but even then, Sherratt's a little overhyped now that he's a Hab. He's not as good as some people say. He's good. He was serviceable, but he's good. Better as a bottom pairing guy.
He's not a top line defenseman. No,
but he plays like that now.
Yeah, we had him on the second pair, and
I never liked that. I never liked that.
Hey Zach, do you remember when Jets lost Vegas in the conference? I have a funny story about that.
Don't give in to that man. He's the Flames fan. He's just trying to rile us up.
No, it is a funny story because it was on a Sunday, I believe, because I had a church service, and I had kind of like snuck out of the service and went downstairs in the room, and for some reason it's a German Russians like church. I'm neither. I just know people. I don't know why they would have cared, but I put like the score on a whiteboard outside the room that I was in all alone, just listening to the game. And I came out and they're like, "So it didn't go well, huh, Zach?" And I'm like, "I don't want to talk about it." just dip it on the church service.
Man, I was watching that when the conference final was on against Vegas. I had to watch it on my phone through different Wi-Fi networks I could connect to in New York City because I was there on a class trip, and I was like I remember I was supposed to be we were in the Met and we're supposed to be looking at all the museums and stuff, and I just sat down with my friends in the corner and we put the Jets game on to finish it because it was like game 5 or whatever, I was just bad, but I remember that. I'll never forget that. That was a brutal way to lose because I had to and put on a happy face after that for the rest of the day.
I remember so much those games. The first game that the Jets played, the one that they win game 1, then they lose the next 4. Game 1, I was at my hockey team's wind up. And so we were drinking there because it was like 18, because I was 18 at the time. And I remember us winning the game and then me just sitting there on the couch for like the rest of the night while people were doing things around me because I'm like 10 pounds soaking wet. So it doesn't take a lot. It's funny because when I drink, I'm not terrible. I just get extra snarky. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like elevating the personality that I have. So, like, I'll get
I can see that. I can see that. Totally. All right, Drew S. asked an interesting question I want to actually talk about. He's talking about how the Jets are good with their defense tonight. Do you think that they should even make a trade, or do you think they should kind of roll with what they have? Oh God, Mark Stewart's here. But anyway, I think that they shouldn't. If it comes down to it, though, Zach, let me ask you this. If it comes down to it, would you rather that Chevy not make a trade because he just can't get a player that would actually make an impact without losing top players? Or would you want to see them go out, make a trade regardless, even if it means overpaying possibly a little bit and, maybe getting knocked out in the second or third round? Like, I know that, because I'm starting to kind of, even though I like the trade rumors, I like the way that the players were involved with, and I do think they'd make us better. Like, for example, Matthias Ekholm's off the board now, guys. I'm going to be making a video about that, talking about it soon. Yeah. But Ekholm is off the board. Not only because of what they're asking for, but because of the fact that they're like 3 points or less than that without a playoff window now. Like, they ain't going to be trading a top 4 defenseman unless you get that King's ransom and, like, a team's willing to do it. And I think the only team dumb enough to do that would be the Leafs.
Yeah. I feel bad because I was actually me and my brother were collabing with this person that was posting trades that we want to see, and I had already submitted the Ekholm one before they asked the King's ransom, and I'm just staring at it like, oh, because there's nothing there. Okay, so to answer your question, I would find a way somewhere in the middle. I would be looking for depth pickups, not somebody to necessarily make the biggest impact, because here's the way I look at it. Like, I like the defenseman that we have now. I like how I don't love the defenseman we have now. I like how we're using the defenseman we have now. That being said,
I like that too. I agree with that.
Going deep in the playoffs with like one injury on the back end, and we are putting in Niku, is all I'm gonna say. Like, you need something there where one piece can fall out, because the playoffs are grueling to every team. No team goes through it without any injuries. Yeah. Stamkos didn't even play any.
Oh, I know. I agree with you, man. I agree. I agree for that too. But the problem also is, Zach, and I was thinking about this too, because you know how in the past the Jets have made a couple, like they make, like, think about it, for example, like when they made the trade for Stastny, they also acquired some depth defensemen, as well. And then I'm pretty sure the year after that, they swapped Nick Batan at the deadline. They did other things too to try to bolster up. Yeah. And the Jets are kind of known in the last few years for making small little trades and kind of bolstering up, like you're saying, getting ready for injuries. But this year, that's a commodity that almost every Canadian team is going to be very limited to go out and get, because you can't with the quarantine, right? Like, you're not going to want to make a trade with 3 different teams, have to get 3 different visas for 3 different players from different states, and then have them come to Winnipeg in a 1-week quarantine. And I just think that's really pushing it with the value and stuff.
That goes with the piece that I want. I've told you I want this piece. It would be Travis Hamonic.
Well, yeah, exactly. Noah Lafort just brought that up in chat. I think Hamonic is the best option for the Jets. I really do, because if he's available, no quarantine. If I'm honestly being realistic, man, looking at what the Buffalo Sabres just got for fucking Eric Staal on a bad year after having, almost 30 goals last few years, I think, honestly, you can get a Hamonic for a third, maybe. I think that the Canucks would be just looking to get any type of value for him, and I'd give up a third any day of the week for Travis Hamonic for this team, guys. And I think that you'd be dumb if you didn't, because he's very, very good. He's just a very serviceable top 4 guy who can play anywhere, and he plays a lot of minutes. That's important for the way that our defense plays.
Yeah, I like that.
And also, Hamonic is a Winnipegger. That always adds bonus. He'll want to be here. He'll like be with the culture.
I like this comment. We're gonna see another Bogdan Kislevich.
Oh my God, I remember. Wasn't that the guy we got from Florida for like a 7th round pick or whatever?
He's he's Dominic Tony Nato 1.0 is what Kislevich is.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jets ownership can't afford it. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the ownership, you know what, the Jets' ownership, though, man, I will say, in the past, they weren't very keen on spending, but the last few years, they've been really pushing the cap. I think that they would be okay with spending the money if they knew the Jets had a really good window to win a cup.
Oh, yeah. Tell me who owns these accounts.
I need to know, man. Like, Anthony Bitetto, Tucker Pullman's in here now. I saw Mark Stewart earlier.
Throw my, what's it called?
Oh, I haven't been throwing your link. We've been talking so much. I forgot all about that, everybody. But don't subscribe to Zach. I'm pretty sure almost everyone in here is already subscribed to you, because like they know you already, man. They keep asking about you guys every time I start streaming now, if you're going to be coming on. But yeah, make sure you go subscribe to Zach if you haven't already, guys.
Me and Carter were FaceTiming today because he was texting me and he's like, it's 3-1. And I'm like, no way. Like in that Buffalo game. And like I texted it, and he texted me, and he's like, "It's 3-2. It's happening." And I'm like, "It's not happen." And I'm sitting next to my girlfriend, and I'm like, "Babe, I need to listen to on the radio for a second." And she's just looking at me like, "Why?" I'm like, "History is getting made. Let me listen." So I turned it on, and sure enough, Provorov scores to tie, or whoever does maybe Konechny to tie the game. And after an empty net goes off the post, and then Philly wins it in overtime in less than a minute.
I know.
Just
unbelievable game.
Oh,
Okay,
like,
question. We had a question from Jules. Who
Yes.
do you think the best youngest player in the Jets organization is currently? I say Ville Heinola. What about you?
I would say, yeah, probably, because like
I think Ville
it's funny
Heinola is the
because
most
you have to-
NHL ready prospect we have.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to compare how young he is to like, because you can't really. That's the question. You can't really judge based on how well he's going to become. You actually have to use. It's a very like present day thought.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I definitely go with Heinola on that.
Yeah.
Because Stanley, I don't think anymore qualifies in that section.
I wouldn't
because
either.
Stanley has played enough times.
The only guy that I would say could push Heinola in the spot is Perfetti. But then Perfetti's been good with the Moose, but I think that because the only reason I put Ville Heinola ahead of Perfetti is because, in my opinion, Heinola has been almost perfect at every level of play he's done for the last year. He was great with the Jets in his limited amount of time last season. He was great in the Liga. He was great in the World Juniors, and he's been great with the Moose.
He looked really good in the World Juniors. I was so happy for him.
So, I think there's a lot of potential with him in his game. I think a lot of people don't talk about how good he could potentially be with this organization. I told my buddy that he could have the type of impact. But let me just say this. Let me just say this right now. I'm not saying he's on par with the playing. I'm talking about impact. I was talking to my friends who are all Canucks fans. I really personally believe that when Ville Heinola makes this team, that he'll have the same type of impact that Quinn Hughes did. Not offensively, but he'll really shore up that team and really give us a jolt to our entire defensive core, in my opinion. That's just my opinion because I really like the guy's play, but I'm not saying they're equal players. I'm just saying that type of energy, that spark to a team that what Hughes did when he came over. I think that could be something that happens when he becomes a consistent Jet in the future.
Yeah. I would say, and also too, there's just a bigger need for Hanel in that. One person said in chat, trading Nathan Beaulieu for Spezas straight up. My ball hockey team is called the Speedy Spezas. We would very much appreciated it if we traded Beaulieu for Lucas Spezza. Thank you much. And I didn't even hate him when he played here. So he had 7 points, which, fun fact, is 7 times as many points as Nathan Beaulieu. So
Daryl, to answer your question, sorry I didn't read it the first time. If for bandwagon teams, if I really had to think of bandwagon teams other than the Abs and the Bolts, I would say whatever the last Canadian team left is every playoffs. That's
Vegas.
Vegas too. You know what? You're right, Zach.
Every single celebrity becomes a fan of Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
Vegas at their games.
That's true.
If I have to see Gordon Ramsay and another
Heinola is that good, Daryl.
I
disagree with you on that, but that's okay. Yeah. Are you confused now? No, Mark Stewart. Why is a photo of Cole Perfetti your photo?
Yes, that's why you're confused.
I'm not confused, but I see everything. But
yeah, no, honestly, isn't this such a nice game so far?
I know, we can finally just relax, talk to the chat. We don't have to be angry.
Yeah,
we're talking. I gotta knock on wood real quick because knowing the way we are as Jets fans, we're gonna jinx this team.
As you were saying that, do you see how I kind of quickly tiptoed out of that statement?
Yeah,
real. Okay, so my game is coming back on. I don't know if you're doing anything post game. I could probably check in on that. Other than that.
Oh, wagons as in juggernauts. Yeah, sure. If you're up for doing the post game, I know it's late for you guys, another late one, but I'll have you back on for post game, Zach. All right, sounds good, man. All right, that was ladies and gentlemen. That is Zachary Nolan, the Nolan Hockey Podcast. He'll be joining us for the post game, spamming his link in chat right now. You guys should be the ones to go subscribe to that because he's the best guy, minus behind me. Actually, no, we're equals. But the reason you guys should subscribe to Zach if you haven't already, the reason you subscribe to Zach is because sometimes I can't post my game reactions, game recaps. But Zach, you bet your ass he'll be posting at 3:00 in the morning or whenever he can to get his game recaps out.
I'm at my girlfriend, so 10 or
all right,
11.
There we go. There you go. It'll be up regardless. So you'll have that to look forward to. Thank you, Zach, for joining us. We'll have you on the post game. Always great. Man. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Enjoy yet third period. Go Jets, go. We'll have you back on in a little 20 minutes or longer than that, but you know it. All right. See you later, Zach. Talk to you then. Thanks for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Zachary Nolan, the Nolan Hockey Podcast. Puck drops. Let me just switch back over so that I can hear the actual game. But yeah, where was that question? Is Brian Little ever gonna play hockey again? Drew S. Probably not, but I would like to see him play. Plug in the stupid headphones. There we go. Give me one sec. Come on, don't give me that stupid thing. Thank God. There we go. There we go. Look at me now. All right, Mark Stewart, I see you. Now what photo do you have? Cole Perfetti still? I don't believe you. Never mind. If Philly is selling players, could the Jets trade Nicky and Harsons for Sanheim? I think that could be an option, but it really depends if, like you said, if Philly is moving a bunch of guys. But like I said, I'm not opposed to anything as long as it doesn't remove a bunch of our prospects. It's all right. Do you like the reverse retro? I'm not the biggest fan of our reverse retro scar. I think it could have been better, but it's not the worst. But I probably won't buy it. Oh my God. Alright, here comes Wheeler. Oh, baby! Pierre-Luc Dubois with a rocket. Hell yeah. That was a beautiful goal. You love the reverse retros? That's awesome. I'm not a big fan of them, but they're still not the worst jerseys I've ever seen. Clean shot from the dot. That's the definition of that, Daryl Anderson. That was a beautiful goal. I want to watch this again. It is unique. I will give you that. But I'm just not the biggest fan of all the gray. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a rocket top shelf. Whew. This is a blowout. You are right there, man. The Calgary comeback. Oh my God, Dmitry Kulikov. What's up, Dmitry Kulikov? Make sure to subscribe. You're the greatest Jet of all time. How come all these Jet legends tune into my stream to subscribe, huh? Oh my God, Dmitry Kulikov getting timed out. Still, make sure to subscribe, Dmitry Kulikov. I want to see Logan Stanley get another goal. I wouldn't be surprised if Brady's the guy behind all these accounts right now. I bet it's Brady. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Brady. Just trolling right now. Your thoughts on the Line A trade now? Honestly, man, it's a win for the Jets because Line A is not doing well, but I miss Line A. I wish we got more for Roslovic, but it's still hard to rate. I'm still happy with it. I'll give you that. It has to be Brady trains. It has to be. But I'm happy with it, though, because Dubois has been good for us. Line A hasn't been good for Columbus. That's the only way I grade it right now. I still miss Line A, but Dubois has been great, so I'm happy we have him. Are Winnipeg Jets stronger team with Pierre-Luc Dubois? I think they are stronger with Dubois because I think the Jets are more dynamic as an offense without Line A because they tried to favorite him too much. Yeah, Dubois does have as many goals as Line A. Well, Line A has sucked. I'm pretty sure Line A has 1 goal in his last 15 or something like that. He has not been good. Oh my God, he put it off the post. Oh my God, Sammy Niki too. Well, whoever you are. Remember, if we get to 800 subscribers, guys, I will put Mark Stewart's face on the wall. So let's see if we can get to 800 subscribers today, huh? That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, it does even out the lines, Daryl. I agree with that. We have really good depth now. Duber is a playoff beast. He is a Leaf killer, and that's going to help against the Leafs. I don't know, Pickle Cookies. That's a good question. I'm still for playing the youth, but I'm not going to disrupt a good playing fourth line right now. And I like Thompson, Lewis, and Perot's game recently, so I don't say pick it up. I think that we just leave it the way it is for now. Even though if they start to fall off again, maybe. But right now they're playing good, so I just want the team to win. So roll with that. That's just my opinion, though. But I do prefer the youth over the vets, but they're playing well, so I can't complain, really, right? Hellbug had the post brick walls. Yeah, he really has. True. You can't really name a goalie the captain. The Canucks tried, and it didn't really work that well, but he is the heart and soul of this team. He is the unofficial captain of the team, I think, in the locker room especially. Like, maybe not even in the locker room, but especially on the ice. Put your face on the wall. I think it already is, guys. You guys see my face? Oh, that was almost a goal there. (16 minutes, 34 seconds played into the third period. Yeah, they are always bad. But I like the meaning of it though, because like he is the heart and soul, so it does make sense. But it doesn't because it's like hockey and you don't do that. But you know what I mean there, Daryl. Hypothetical world where that does make sense. I would like to see him because he is the heart and soul of the club. All right, guys, let's pump it. Belush, this is wonderful. It is wonderful, Sammy Nikiu. This has been a great game. I would really appreciate a subscription, Sammy Nikiu. You're the GOAT with the golden flow. If the Jets win the Stanley Cup, I think Hellebuck should take it for the cup first. I think so too. It should go Wheeler. If the Jets won the cup, it would go Wheeler, and then it should be Hellebuck, without a doubt. Hellebuck would probably win the Vezina if not the Vezina. He would probably win the MVP of the playoffs if the Jets won, in my opinion. You're already subbed. Ooh, okay. So a guy just changing the name of his account constantly. Mark Stewart got timed out. Yeah, because you keep... Oh my god, how many of these different accounts are there? Bellevue hosting the cup? Oh god, that'd be hilarious. The memes that would come from that. Oh, it'd be glorious. You know what I mean, though. I'm just talking about, like, because of the heart and soul. I don't know. I like that. But you're alright. Hellebuck is a weird dude. Yeah, Sutter is pissed. Can I get my face on the wall? Tucker Pullman, if we get to 900 subscribers, I'll put your face on the wall, alright? I'll just say that. Helly is an introvert. Yeah, but he's pretty lively with the team. I don't know. He seems like a fun guy with like the interviews I've seen with him and the guys. I hope Sutter does. Yeah, your man, I would want him too. Your guys did not play a good game today. So many turnovers. How many turnovers? I think they have a turnover stat. Whatever, they'll have it at the end. Excuse me. Already subbed Dmitry Kulikov? Well, then I appreciate that, my man. Thank you for the sub. Alright, come on. Pump the puck up and let's go. Oh, Ehlers took a little bit off the hand there. It's an investigation. Trains, you're the lead detective. You gotta figure it out for us. Have the Jets have an all-star squad in Fortnite? They did when Liney was there. It's not Zach. Zach is watching the game right now, and he's on his phone probably, or taking notes. It's not Zach. Yeah, that's true. Oh, what are you trying to say, Daryl? Are you always pissed too? Sportsnet Live Tracker has takeaway stats. They do. Sportsnet Live Tracker. I will have to look that up. Oh, here we go. Takeaways. Yeah, Calgary has 8 takeaways. Winnipeg has 4. Calgary has 12 giveaways tonight. 12 giveaways. Oof. Lol. I spend 50. Calgary should... Oh my god, it was Jacob. Alright, don't spam it anymore. I see it, man. That's funny. Calgary should trade the whole roster for a Pee-wee roster. Well, you know what, man? I see. I asked you at the start of the stream, should we trade Sean Monahan and the Johnny Gaudreau? And now you want to trade the whole roster, so looks like what I started. No spam. Game 7 Stanley Cup Final, Jets versus Islanders. Bench Nathan Beaulieu, make him suffer, make him watch the race. Oh my god, that'd be horrible. I'd feel so bad, but it'd still be kind of funny. What's the best stat the Jets currently hold this season? That's an interesting question. I can check on the score for that, actually, I think. Because they have everything on the game feed, usually. I'll go to tomorrow's game. Okay, so bear in mind, this is without tonight. Goals, they're tied for 7th in the league. Shots on goal, they're 17th. Power play is 5th in the league. Shooting percentage is tied for 3rd. They are 23rd in face-off percentage. Goals allowed, they're 14th. Shots on goal, they're 25th. They have the 15th best penalty kill. They take the least amount of penalty minutes, or they take the most amount of penalty minutes at 3rd, which I think is what that stat means. The most penalty minutes. So yeah, they're pretty right around the middle, but the Jets they're not really like top heavy at all or something like that. They are more depth this year. That was not me. How would you feel, Jake? I would not be happy. PP might be the highest. We are high on the power play. I think our highest stat out of the entire team is power play shooting percentage. We have the high. That's our best stat. We shoot third best shooting percentage in the league, tied for third. How about the best third periods in the league? Are definitely the Jets. Is Niku and for Hamonic enough? No. Probably a third or fourth would have to be involved in that as well. I don't think they'd swap Niku for Hamonic, but they might. It's the Canucks. You never know. Jim Benning makes interesting trades, so I wouldn't call that out of the table. Maybe they would see something in Hamonic and DeMello's in their game, in Niku's game, than what more than we do. I don't know, but that's an interesting question. I'm not sure about that. Least penalty minutes in the league. Do they have the least penalty minutes in the league? I think they... I'm not sure. Maybe that's how it reads. I can't read that stat right off the top of my head right now. I've got so much going on right now up here with the game and everything. It's like, wow, my mind's mush. Can't blame it on two players. I know, I was just joking though, the man. You know that. I'm just making a little joke, but the whole team has played bad tonight. And honestly, I've liked Monahan and Gaudreau's game tonight. They've been pretty involved at times. Monkey. What the... DQ won Best D in the AHL one year? He did, and he also won Rookie of the Year as well. Linus still has the Jets jersey on his Insta profile picture, because he probably doesn't use his Instagram. Town saver probably Walmart. What, is that where you are right now, at a Walmart? Walmart Wi-Fi. How much did it cost you to get the 10th season patch in the jersey? I think it was like $15 to buy the jersey, $15 to buy the patch, and like a $10 stitching fee. I think that's what it cost. So like $25, I think it was. The predator he is. You'll make a video on it. All right, I'm looking forward to that video, just a person. 11 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third period. Jets up 5-1 over the Calgary Flames. Yes, you're at a Walmart. With that Walmart Wi-Fi coming in clutch. Nice spin move there. Oh my god, look at him corral. Oh, he lost it. Oh, Stanley with a good stick. Here we go. Scheifele breaks in. Kyle Connor on the far end. Oh, he feeds it over to DeMello. Oh my god, I don't know what that was. That was hilarious. Yeah, it was. You think the Jets win by 6? I like the way you sound. I'd like to get another one. Celebrate another one. Guys, if we can get 4 more likes, we will hit the like goal for... Actually, no, less than that. 3 likes. I can't count. If we can get 3 more likes, we'll hit the like goal for today's stream, which is 40, and that would be really awesome. So if you guys are enjoying the stream and you've enjoyed yourselves, definitely consider dropping a like if you haven't already. It really does help the channel out, and it just helps it out. The Wi-Fi is damning me. Damn it. Go over to the McDonald's. They got better Wi-Fi. Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. 10 minutes left. Can the Jets get another goal? I don't know. God, I gotta take off this freaking hat. Ugh. My hair is all flat because of I work today, and it's just how it goes. Oh, I will go on my other accounts to get you to 40? What? Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks. Does anyone else have a Matthew Tkachuk? And yeah, I don't like that either, man. I hate it. It looks so funny. Playing Fortnite at Walmart. Can't beat that, man. You, too bad you can't go find that old... You remember when... Just like, hey, I appreciate that, Noah. Thank you so much. 40 likes, guys. Look at that. We hit the like goal. Thank you so much for that. That really does mean a lot. I remember one time... What the heck? What the whistle for? High stick? Penalty. Why is he so mad? Tkachuk's such a little whiner. I don't know what even happened there, man. Red Dead at Dollar Tree. Oh my god, and he's complaining about that? What? Do you guys see that? What is he complaining about? I'm gonna start a fight because that's what I do. It's like, what the hell, man? Matthews will leave for Arizona. Dude, I've been saying that for a while now. I really think he will. 100%. I don't know why. I just have this gut feeling. Every time I say that to a Leafs fan, they, attack me. But I just have this gut feeling that he will. Why else did he not sign a longer-term deal than only 5 years? Doesn't make much sense. And honestly, if the Leafs don't do well in the playoffs this year, that just says a lot about, the Leafs are not going anywhere then. I hate to say that, but if the Leafs don't do well in this year's playoffs, they're not going anywhere ever with the current roster. How can you after, 4 years in a row? First-year exits? Yeah, but that doesn't matter, man. I know, physical, getting your team wired up, but, there's difference between shoving a guy and trying to fight a guy and hitting people in the head, cross-checking and high-sticking your goalie, and then acting you're to blame, not to blame. I don't know. I don't like that personally. You're already losing that much. You don't need to be a dick. You want to be a pest and hit, go for it, but don't be don't be an ass over the top of an ass. Have some class. The Chuck's a good player. He just needs some more class. I feel like. You can be a hound and a pest, but you can still be a good version of that. The Chuck kind of is going down this road where he's just becoming a dick player. No one respects him in the NHL, really. At least in Canada. A lot of the Canadian fans don't. He's good, though, but he's such a, ugh. I'm Brady the Chuck, on the other hand. I love Brady the Chuck. That's bars, Jake. What current Jet is playing underneath his overall potential? That's a good question. Josh Morrissey, definitely, because he's having to carry a workload of an entire core, and he sucks because of it. I would say Josh Morrissey is better than what he is, we've seen. Yeah, I did see the rumors about that. You like when people complain about Matthew? I bet you do. That's why you Flames fans love him, but the rest of the league doesn't. Oh, yeah, they're on a power play. I just remembered that. There's it's 5-1, so it's I like them to get a goal right now. Oh, come on, Wheeler. You got to do a better job to hug that. If the Habs somehow can get Line, they're going to be even scarier. That'd be, ridiculous. Oh, man. I would hate that. I like how you laugh and then just go... I'm just trying to watch the game. There's so much going on. Honestly, guys, I work today. It's 9:20 at night. I've been talking for 3 hours. My G Fuel only does so much for me. I'm tired. I'm not going to lie. I'm having a hard time focusing on everything at once and trying to read the chat in the game. Thank God I need an overtime game tonight because I am just drained. Exactly, man. Oh, what did he say? 2-card Arsenal. Did he get back to you? It's 11:20. I'm good. Well, lucky for you, man. I'm tired from work, man. All right, I work very early mornings. It is 11:20 in Winnipeg. I know. Oh, that was a rocket. Yeah, that's true. The Oilers have been good recently. Yeah, well, if that's interesting too. You have me on Twitter, right? So if you gets back to you, hit me up. Hey, I know, Drew, has no problem, man. I like doing these games. I have a good time with it. It's just, 5 o'clock mornings and talking a lot after a physical job. I work in a sawmill, so it's a very physical job, but You know, just sometimes I'm more tired than others. And also, I got classes tomorrow, so it's also going to be a busy day tomorrow for me as well. Habs GM said they were not going to make any big moves. That brings Stahl now calling about lining. Exactly. That's just Bergevin to a T. He's always like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. And then, bam, I'm just making trades everywhere. I like Winnipeg's winters, though. I know that makes me crazy because I probably don't live there. You guys are like, if you lived here, you'd hate it. But all the winter, I love winter time in Winnipeg, man. I love cold weather. They do, man. Winnipeg summers are ridiculous. It's like the 40. And the mosquitoes, the humidity, it can be gross sometimes. In August, too. Me, too. I love going outside in minus 30. We should trade Brossois. No, keep Brossois this year, and then you have Burden for next year. That's the better play. At least use him for service. That's an important thing, right? Feels better than the summer. I love fall and winter too. Those are my favorite notes. Hey, that's not true, man. We have weather swings that are the weirdest. Like yesterday, for example, we have a massive, massive windstorm. Like a massive windstorm. My barbecue almost got blown off my deck. And then it goes to pouring rain with hail. And then we get sunshine. Then wind again. Then perfectly clear skies. And then rain again. It's so random out here too. But honestly, I'd rather have cold winters than the rain we get in the winter. I hate being wet when it's pouring rain. It's like 3 degrees, 2 degrees outside. It's so cold. 5 minutes left. 5-1 Winnipeg. Let's get there. Winnipeg was like 3 today. That's not bad then. That's not very bad. I know it's April, so it's like it shouldn't be that cold, but that's not bad at all. Yeah, I would rather have a cold but sunny winter. Like, or gray even. Like, I just hate when it's raining. It rains so much in Vancouver. That's why I don't like it. That's my biggest complaint with the West Coast is the rain. I hate it. Yeah, I do live in Vancouver, Connor. Yeah, well, not in Vancouver, but like, you know, the suburb, like, you know, Burnaby and Richmond and all that. But, yeah, I live in the Lower Mainland, and that's exactly what happened, man. I didn't lose power, but everything else happened. I lost my barbecue almost. My fence is so damaged outside, like, it's ridiculous. My parents have to, like, we're so bitchy about that. They're like, you know, it's all bad. But my neighbor's fence is even worse. Like, his entire back fence is gone. Yeah, exactly. Dry cold instead of more than 4 months. Try like 6, man. From September to basically May, it's just pure rain almost. Power went out in Winnipeg 2 days ago. Lots of Jets fans in Vancouver. Yeah, man. I'm probably the biggest Jets fan out here in Vancouver. I've been the biggest Jets supporter like since relocation. Oh, we got 3-on-2 play here. A little play there. I lived in Langley. Nice. Langley's a nice city. I worked on some projects in Langley when in architecture when I worked at my firm before COVID. I worked on some McDonald's out in Langley. I like going out to Langley. Just look like they're ready for a plane ride home and beer. Hell yeah, they do, Jams. I like that. I played hockey outside at minus 50 one time with the wind chill, and I was even I was cold. I cold. Excuse me. I had a cold, but I was like, I'm in Winnipeg in the winter. I'm not gonna not skate on the Red River and go play some hockey. So I did. Do you see your family as a traitor? Actually, I'm viewed as the traitor in my family. Oh, sorry, I misread your question. Yes, they see me as a traitor. Except my dad is a Jets fan and a Habs fan. My mom and my sister and everyone else that lives in Vancouver is my stepdad. He is a huge Canuck fans. And then, basically, yeah, my dad is the only Jets fan I have, and I've been able to convert my girlfriend into a Jets fan from a Canucks fan. So, but yes, I'm still viewed as the enemy by basically everybody I know. I saw you at that McDonald's. You did? I didn't go to that McDonald's. I worked on the McDonald's from a computer and designed plans, so you didn't see me at that McDonald's. I am Garb, but they still know. Is anyone else from Texas? Might be only Jets fan that far away. I think I know some fans that are in Texas that aren't Jets fans, but they're like New Jersey fans and stuff like that. But I don't know any Jets fans in Texas, so that's pretty cool. 2-card. I like that. That's cool. When YouTube made a video about how bad Winnipeg is for Hockey City because it gets cold. What the heck? What doesn't make any sense? Where do you think Hall will end up? Honestly, I think Hall will probably end up with a team that we're not expecting. I can't really predict, but I'm going to say maybe like, I don't know. Anywhere, really. He could go anywhere. It's very hard to guess because he's not playing that well, but it really depends on what team's looking to pay that much. I haven't been following the Hall rumors that much, if I'm being completely honest, guys, but I don't know. You know what? For fun, I'm going to say Edmonton. Why not? They need firepower and reunite, maybe. I live in Winnipeg, pretty far away. Cool. Like, do you live outside the city? Is that what you mean? Living in Tampa Bay as an Oilers fan. Flames. I've talked to Jets fans from Australia. That's crazy. I have not. Didn't know there were Jets fans that far out. The only Australian I know that ever watched hockey was, I worked with him. He was a really nice guy, and he was a fan of the Devils, because he grew up when the Devils were good, so that's why he likes them. Winnipeg is great. I love the city of Winnipeg. It's awesome. It gets clowned on way too much. Like, I've been to a lot of Canadian cities, and Edmonton ain't no nicer than Winnipeg. It ain't. Calgary is nice, but it's like the people are the same. Like, they're dicks. Like, Vancouver, don't even get me started. I hate the Lower Mainland. So many ignorant people, and everyone's always mean and angry. And people clown about Winnipeg having homeless problems. Like, come to the Lower Mainland. You'll see families living on the street. It's pathetic. Like, it's just pathetic out here, man. I don't know why Winnipeg gets clowned on so hard. It's not as bad as people say. Not even close. There are way worse cities in Canada. Ears was a plus 12 going tonight, going to be higher now. Hell yeah, I will. You know what, though? Winnipeg is known as the crime capital, but, like, I don't know. That doesn't really matter to me because I live near Surrey, guys. Like, Surrey is worse than Winnipeg because, like trust me, Surrey is just as bad as Winnipeg at times. And I know what Winnipeg's crime is like. Trust me, I really do. Pedersen and Pribstein's the same line would have dominated the league. Oh, I wish, man. I wish. Me and my friends talk about that a lot. It's like how good would have the Canadiens would have been if they just waited a little bit longer to retire. So much fun to watch. Oh my god. That was beautiful. How did he get that through? Toronto looks like a beautiful city. Never been to Toronto. I bet it's nice, but I hate the Leafs, so I'll never go. No, I'm just joking. How many crimes near me in Peg? Yeah, exactly. Like, crime happens everywhere. Yeah, Maurice did change the line, Shell Vibes. He actually adapted. Exactly. And every city has crime. To act like yours has more than the other might be true, but crime is the thing that changes. There's variables that happen in crime. Ooh, off the post? Off the stick of Riddick and out of play, okay. Oh, they pulled Markstrom? Has Markstrom been playing? Markstrom was playing, was he not? Yeah, they pulled him. I didn't even realize they pulled him. When did that happen? When did I miss him getting pulled? How did I miss that? Yeah, I've heard of some of the crazy crimes in Winnipeg. Winnipeg is crazy, but every city's crazy, man. You should hear about Vancouver. Vancouver's got just as much crazy stories going on, man. I don't know, every day it seems like in Vancouver there's like a different creepy pedo walking around stalking people everywhere. It's all over the news always, and people getting like stalked. It's just creepy shit, man. But every city has it. The Peg is the city that even though I lived in for 4 years. Seeing should maybe Mike Fisher and come out of retirement. That'd be awesome. After the 5th. So you're watching me when you walk your dog? Oh, that's pretty dope, dude. Thank you. This is gonna be the end of the game, guys. All right, we're gonna get Zach ready to go on here in a little bit. Make sure to not go anywhere. Zachary Nolan of the Nolan Hockey Podcast. Don't worry, Winnipeg is in America. Exactly that too. People act like America's still way worse than America. Canada is not even close to American crime, right? So it says a lot about it. Yeah, exactly. Enough said there. Great stream. Yeah, it was a great stream. But don't go anywhere yet. We're going to be having Zach Nolan come on for the post-game, guys. It was a great game tonight, but Zach Nolan's going to join us for like a little 10-minute discussion. We'll talk to him. So we're going to give him a little call right now. So make sure to not go anywhere. 12 seconds left. After the buzzer goes off, I'm going to call him, and we'll get him in here. But yeah, we'll do a quick little recap. You guys can ask us any questions about the game if you're not, whatnot. But yeah, don't go anywhere just yet. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's been an awesome stream. Really had a good time with you guys tonight. Hey, Peg, are you on PS4 or Xbox? I'm on PS4. If you ever want to hit me up, you can add me. My old school gamer tag from when I was a kid. You guys want to add me, you can add me on PlayStation. We can play NHL sometime. I don't mind. That's my PSN. If you have PSN, go ahead and add me. And that is going to end the game. Winnipeg Jets come out on top by a score of 5-1 against the Calgary Flames in a blowout performance where they looked amazing, and it was a great game. Nothing bad to talk about in this one. Finally, it's awesome to say that. But that was a great game by the Winnipeg Jets. We're going to call Zach Nolan and get him on here now. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Plug that in. Move that over there. Go here. Switch this over to my headphones, and then we can call Zach. All right, we're calling him.
That was fun.
That was an amazing game, man. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Honestly, oof. And honestly, the cherry on the cake is Dubois getting a goal.
I was
for
just
no
about
reason.
to say that. And it was a beautiful goal, man. Perfectly placed top shelf. Loved it.
It was a nice screen by the Calgary player.
Oh, tell me about it.
Gonna say there's a lot to it made Riddick look like an absolute fool right off the bat. I kind of feel bad for him because coming in, you're just like, okay, well this game is lost. Let's just see if I can play respectable. First shot, top shelf.
That was just a fun game. Every line played great. Wheeler played good. Shifley was fantastic. Connor was playing well. Maurice was adjusting lines. That was a game of the Jets I've never thought I'd see, where they were just dynamic on every front of the ice. I really liked this, man.
I didn't think those lines would look as good as they did.
Me neither. I was like,
I thought, okay, cool. So we're gonna have Shifley slowing down Wheelers and Connor, right? Nope, he kept pace. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly,
it was, man. Everyone played well tonight. I can't really pick a negative moment, off the top of my head, and I'm kind of glad. After that last performance against the Flames, where Brossoit just shit the bed, I thought that was a good. I thought that was a good game by the Jets too, for most of it, and I was upset. I was upset with the performance.
That was the one I missed. Because I saw the highlights to it, but I just couldn't motivate myself to go back and watch the whole game.
Honestly, it was just one of those games that would make you upset because the Jets did everything right. They did everything right, man.
I got my 20 minutes worth, with the goal, just reacting to that, honestly.
Yeah.
Just getting upset about that anyway.
But yeah, looking at the stats here right now, nothing even really pops out to me. Logan Stanley barely played at all, which was, I thought, whatever, but he still had a pretty good, he was still really impactful. A +2 tonight, 2 shots on goal, a hit. He was getting involved in the play.
I like the one guy. That was a fluke. That win was a fluke.
The Flames guy.
You have 5. Which one?
Man, I love you.
He was 5, 2-1. Which one do you mean, sir?
Holy crap, talk about an offensive game, even though plus-minus is a useless stat at times. Dylan DeMello was a +4 tonight.
What?
Dylan DeMello was a +4.
That's I was going to say 4 times as many goals as he's had in the last 98 games, but 0 times 98 is 0.
Exactly. No, but he had an assist tonight, and he was able to get a point and +4, 3 shots on net, a block shot, 19 minutes of ice time.
Well, his shot on net was the one that Thompson tips in.
Yeah, Jets showed the Jets did show up today, Baby Yoda. They totally did. Excuse me, but yeah, I really like this game. The more I even look at the stat sheet and see the numbers, it's everyone played really well in their roles they played. What is this? How many face-offs did Trevor Lewis take? It says he's 100% on the face-off circle, but I didn't know how many he took.
What, 3. Like I don't think
Probably.
he takes many.
Exactly. But no, I like this game by the team. Like me and Zach for once finally can just relax on a post game and not have to be like because it's like they actually played good today, guys. We talked about it all stream, and I'm just happy with the way that the team performed. I really don't have much to say other than that. Zach, anything to comment on?
Not really, like, because it's one of those things where I think it might. I don't know if it was one like the Vancouver game where it was almost. It was so similar, knowing that we were going to win, but the only thing difference was that the Vancouver game we had the shutout at this point. With this one, there was literally no stress in that, so I was just watching like really relaxed. I was just like, okay, cool. Let's see if we can get another goal, but the Jets didn't look like they were going to slow down. So yeah, no, just a really good game.
Yeah, DeMello was invisible, but he still stood out at times, Daryl. And question coming in from Jacob: do you think Comrie will ever be in the NHL? No, because he's already had his opportunities and he's failed on every team he's ever been on.
Yeah, it's tough for him. Although that being said, other than the Jets, the teams he gets bounced around to play a game with are teams that do not support him in the slightest.
Well, that too, I know.
He's played with like the Coyotes, and he might have played with the Kings at one point.
You know what? I think he played with the Red Wings.
Yes, that was the one I was getting to. It was the Red Wings because we played him.
Comrie.
We played against him when he was here, like in Winnipeg. He was on the Red Wings.
Okay,
and we just
wow,
lit him up.
Okay, so here are the teams he's played for.
Laine dangled him.
He did not play on the. Coyotes. He might have been claimed by the Coyotes, but he didn't play a game for. So he's only played in the NHL. He's only played in the NHL for the Devils and the Red Wings and the Jets. Those are the only 3 teams he's played for. He played a game for the Devils and he won. He played 3 games for. What? He won a game for the Devils. He played 3 games for the Red Wings and he lost all 2. Because he came in as a backup.
I heard you. That was more disbelief.
And then, other than that, he's just sucked. His NHL totals, he's only played 9 games. He's got a 3-5 record, his save percentage of .873, and a 4.07 goals against in 9 games.
I remember the game that he played in the 19 to 20, like 1920 season, and it was that stupid game against Minnesota that made me almost just break. I think it was one of the last games of the season. It was that stupid goal that went up in the air and just dropped in the net behind him. And then everything after that was just disaster.
Yeah.
It was just it was frustrating. And you know what? It's a shame because I know that he's been such a very a good supporter, especially in the community, because he's been playing for the Moose what felt like forever.
He really
and
has.
I feel
He's
like
been
that's
the anchor
kind of
of the Moose at a time.
Well, that's partially why we keep, I think, claiming him, because I think he has set his roots here. So we're just like, all right, you can just play here. Like, I don't think we have really any intention on moving him up. He's just going to be one of those guys, like you see, like the veteran AHL players that are kind of there. They're not like, even if they play well, they won't really move up too high, but they'll just help the other guys like get into more prominent roles.
Yeah, that's true. Anton Forsberg shit. Yeah, honestly, and the Jets are good at that with getting guys into roles and keeping guys in the club. Like, look at Marco Dano's another example of that. A guy who's been around a few times, who keeps coming back to the club and with the Moose because he just fits in well with the identity of this club and everything. So
he had a good spot there where I thought he might be able to make the lineup.
I thought for a while he would too. I really thought that Dano and Patan were really going to be good for us, and I still think Nick Patan would have been good for us if he played. I really do. I'll always stand by that opinion.
Forsberg, Jets legend, the guy who didn't play a single game with the Jets, but still had his Jets
mask, and he had his mask all painted and everything. That was hilarious.
He didn't play a game. I feel bad because like us goalies, we really do take pride in our mask, and I wish I could have customized my mask a lot. Mine was just a very basic, like Bauer Enemy 9 or Enemy 6 or whatever. It was the anti-concussion mask is what I like to call it. Before that, I had a Reebok 3K. That thing, oof. You heard church bells every shot, honestly. It was not nice. It was not a fun time. But yeah, no, honestly. Between this and the thing that pisses me off now, though, is that the Oilers beat the Leafs, but they beat them in overtime. So that was a 3-point game again. And it's like, oh, what is this?
Damn. That sucks. What can you do, though? At least the Leafs didn't get a point. I'd rather have Edmonton chasing with us than the Leafs continuously building up a lead against us, Because I like our matchup better against the Edmonton Oilers than I do against the Leafs.
It's funny, yeah, and the ironic thing is that the only team we have a losing record against in this division is the Oilers.
I want to see the division. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are the only
I'll
team.
tell you this because I keep track of this in my notes. So our record against Toronto 2-1-1, Ottawa 4-1-0, Montreal 4-2-0, Vancouver 5-2-0, Calgary 5-2-1, Edmonton 2-4-0.
Yeah, Edmonton's been rough for us this season.
It's just trying to like neutralize McDavid for long enough to get 4 wins. Is what it's been.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, man, like and I don't think the Calgary Flames are going to climb back into it. So I think it's really just going to come down to the Flames, the Oilers, and the Leafs.
I said this was pretty much this 3-game series.
Actually, sorry to cut you off. I was going to ask you a question. Yeah. It just slipped my mind. Do you want to see the North Division stay? Drew S was asking about that. Not Drew S. Kemba. I'm honestly okay with the North Division staying the way it is, but just as long as we can play other teams. Like if you have more Canadian matchups because you're in a division together, but then you still play other teams and you kind of balance the schedule that way, I think that would work out really well for the league. Because imagine how good that'd be for promoting hockey in Canada. Like imagine if there's five Battle of Albertas every year, right? Or stuff like that.
There's one thing that breaks that though. Next year you get an American team join. So you'd have to kick one American team to the Canadian division to make it 8-8-8-8.
Well, you could do that with Seattle then if you really want to put them in the North Division. They're 2 hours from the border anyway.
I would argue Minnesota, honestly.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like the new division of alignments, I kind of like the old ones. I don't know. Maybe because the growth in each division always made sense, because teams were always adapting and teams were getting better based on where they were in their divisions as well. So it was kind of interesting. With Calgary, though, I said about this series with Calgary, these 3 games, they really needed to win this series with us, pretty convincingly enough. And they put up 1 win against our backup goalie on the second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much pulling dead at this point because I think Vancouver's already accepted that they're sellers. I guess it's funny because there's not many rumors going around about Flames players on the move much since that whole Sam Bennett thing. But I think it's going to start.
That's not true. There's been a lot of underground talk about Goudreau and Monahan and stuff like that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but more of the stuff that we've heard is more of attitude issues type thing. Like guys aren't producing, therefore we'll trade them. Not like we are sellers, officially sellers, therefore we trade them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now they're going to have to face that reality that they're sellers. Couple things. I think the hit on Tanev is clean.
Me too.
By PLD. I think, however, Tanev just is moved in a bad way.
He kind of falls too a little bit. He loses his footing a little bit right before contact.
And that's the one thing different that I would see from the Perot hit. I think Perot hit's clean, but Perot hit is a 2-minute boarding because Stone stops and leans back, and it's kind of there's not a lot that Perot could have done. That being said, the way he falls, it has to become a 2-minute minor, which I'm fine with. You know what? It was a penalty that had to be called. So
the man I'm curious. What hit are you referring to as dirty? Are you referring to the Dubois hit, or do you think one?
If you're thinking the Tanev one is dirty, based on the results of him being injured, I can understand your emotion towards that. However, if you look at the play, Tanev puts himself in a spot where when Pierre-Luc Dubois hits him, the danger isn't how he hits him and how he pushes him into a spot. It's how Tanev's body naturally decides to react when he's falling into the boards.
Mm-hmm.
He does this weird turn back motion that almost puts him in an S shape and just puts him into the boards on contact, which PLD can't be faulted for.
Daryl, I'm wondering actually what you mean by they're not sellers, because Vancouver totally is selling, and
I think they're building for the future.
But they're building for the future, but they are selling because Edler is expiring this year. You could sell Edler if you want. Jordy Ben's expiring. Travis Hamnick is expiring. Brendan Sutter is expiring. Jimmy Vesey is expiring technically. And these are all UFAs. So like they have a lot of value in these guys that they could trade to try to bring in any type of value. Because as someone who lives in Vancouver, I know a lot about their trade history. The Canucks are a smart team when it comes to selling. A couple years ago, they went out and they acquired. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
I think it's Louis Eriksson.
Well, not Louis. Oh. God, I'm forgetting his name. They trade. Anyways, the player I'm thinking of, he was good with the Sedins. He was pretty good with them. They traded him at the deadline, and they traded him for
Burroughs?
Tyler. It wasn't Burroughs. They traded for Tyler Mott, and it was. Yeah, they got Tyler Mott for. I can't remember that trade now. Who that was? I'm looking it up because this is gonna bother me. But, God, it's not Marian Gaborik. Thomas Vanek.
Are
Thomas
you saying Edler has a no? Oh, Thomas Vanek.
Thomas Vanek was traded for for Tyler Mott. Tyler Mott's been great for the Canucks, and that's just something that they did.
What team did they trade with?
Columbus.
That's the Thomas Vanek. I think was pretty well known on Columbus, wasn't he? Though
he was okay in their playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
he was alright.
Thank you, Chill Vibes, for that. Yeah, but if you want, but Benning is good at trading at the deadline and picking up talent for some reason. Benning is a good trader, but Benning just can't sign free agents.
Yeah, well, the problem is that Benning had I think maybe 2 years where he really didn't. He had a bad year at signing, especially with veteran talent, veteran players, and it screwed him over royally. Especially this year where he didn't have the money because he had to he couldn't move some of his old vets to free up space to be able to sign the guys that he wanted to. Yeah. Because he invested in guys like Eriksson and Virtanen. In
fairness, though, the Eriksson investment, I don't rip him as hard for that because the Eriksson investment wasn't as much as him pushing for that. It was the Aquilinis, the ownership.
Yeah,
the Aquilinis are all about star power, and they wanted to have an all Swedish line with the Sedins before they retired for marketing. They thought Louis Eriksson would be the next kind of Anson Carter, Tyler Burroughs type guy to come in and just slot in well and play, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
it's just a bad. Obviously, it's one of those situations where you can't game it. Yeah,
the Sabres, the Sabres, the Pagulas are way too much involved.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I'm gonna let you get out of here because it's almost midnight for you guys. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you start tearing this stuff. Thank you so much for coming on, Zach, both times. It's always great to have you on and talk hockey. We'll definitely have you on the next live stream, dude. We'll definitely have the next live stream. Go subscribe to Zach if you haven't already, guys. I'm going to end my stream right now. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and positivity, as always. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Next video, double upload coming out tomorrow. Game recap and a trade view, so stay tuned for that. Also, make sure to subscribe with notifications on to Zach, and so you guys can see when his game video is uploaded sometime around tomorrow. Peace and love, positivity, as always. I will see you guys later on the channel. You know how it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.